Welcome back to Dances End. This is session 21, entitled The Axiam. Last session, the group has been meandering in the eastern wing of the second layer of the Hellmaw after being dropped by trap mechanisms into a research lab. From that point, they traveled to a space they could town portal out of, did so, came back. Portal is closed. They continued to meander a bit, seeing some sights, bridges, screaming pillars, weird ghosts, a strange jaw up on a mountain, the backset of the abyss, and a strange glowing light in the distance. But they eventually came back to a small, narrow, worked tunnel and made their way into this space. Upon arrival, they saw a lot of cocooned things that looked like they had been wrapped in spiderweb. They opened the largest of them and revealed a body that looked like it had been completely exsanguinated. It started to break apart into dust, and then they were assaulted by a phase spider. The second phase spider,
It's spooter time.
was looming in the large room to the south of where they're located. And it has ran away. You would then hear kind of a sound similar to the sound you heard when it had, when the other one, the one that you've killed, appeared. And with that, I'm going to leave it to you, everybody besides Brent, who will explain his presence here in a moment. Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Why is his picture not there? Hold on. I gotta fix that while you three decide what you want to do.
Yeah. Oh, that image does look really familiar.
What image?
Focus up.
Sorry, in Twitch, Brent's character. Cool.
Oh.
We go after it.
I don't like that spider. Tremaine says he was just romped by the other one.
I don't really like spiders anymore.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Yeah, but do you hate them less when they're in front of you as opposed to appearing on you?
But it could phase anywhere, can it? I don't understand these spiders. Can you explain them to me? Jermaine says.
So we'll look at Ronnie as the expert in wild beasts.
I would know about phase spiders, right? I think I rolled for that.
Yeah,
before.
you did. They linger on the near ethereal in between this plane and the Feywild, or this plane and the ethereal kind of block in between. And
so,
yeah, they can.
She would explain that in Ronnie terms.
Can we block that? Is like a way to stop them?
I mean, not really. Not that I know of.
I mean, if we were in that hallway with all the panels on them, but I suspect it wouldn't follow us there.
It's probably why it's not there, honestly. It might feel weird to them. I don't know.
Your suggestion would have resulted in the funniest thing to ever happen. Let's go back. Let's backtrack now. Let's not go in further.
Oh, would it follow us?
Well, it was nice meeting you, Brent. We're not even going to have to talk. It's fine. The people are not getting the obvious lead.
So we're in this little room. Hold on.
We're going to go after them.
I've got a second town portal scroll. You guys want to go back and start farming?
Yeah, we can start growing some potatoes.
Holy shit! We dug up a person.
Are there any other person-sized stacks of webbing in this room?
The space that you're in, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll find you, Brent.
Well, I mean, we should probably keep going ahead, though, but
yeah.
I'd like to get out of here as quick as possible, because I'm not feeling so well. I have 9 hit points.
You have 9 hit points?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great.
Because remember, I was, like, dead. I was being kept fresh
That's right. You were.
And I think I used all of my health potions or gave them away.
It looks. I can't remember, but I see all of my spell slots are available. Okay. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Randy, and hopefully that will help. Where's Cure Wounds? Somewhere. Here it is.
Arya's going to move out into the open just to make sure that if the face spider is looming nearby, that she's
Never seen again.
never seen again.
Rip. Also on Arya, I am not able to view her character sheet. It's saying that I cannot edit the character. It's basically trying to take me to the character creation
and
page.
separately.
Go ahead and refresh your browser and try
Okay.
again.
Yes. Okay. I have access to
And that's okay.
it.
And then what happens?
And then Tremaine puts up a shield, and they start walking out.
Okay. When you come out into the larger room, you will see that there is a broken wall of a door to the right of you. It looks like the door has been knocked out, and it looks like it has been covered with webs and has been there for a very long time.
Is that where the others went? Oh, there they go. Okay.
There.
I see. Oh,
You
here.
also see a broken out wall north of you, or sorry, east of you, that looks like erosion from water drippage from above is the reason why that wall has eroded away. Just like the other room, it is covered in spider globules that appear to be things that they have caught is the word I want, and are sparing for duration. Nothing here looks alive though.
Is the green a reflection of the water? Is that what the green is supposed to mean?
This is water, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
got it.
there are pools of water outside of this worked structure, and just to the east of you, you see a very large spider bundle. Webs that have been kind of coagulated, kind of built up over time. And in the center of that, there is a human-shaped spider sack.
Yeah, fireball, right?
And you would see 8 blue eyes above it.
Shit.
Rex, Brent, you are paralyzed, but still awake. You see and feel and hear everything. You hear feet falling. You then feel pincering wound enter into your shoulder. You're taking 5 points of damage. And that this is the very fun deciding factor for your character. I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god.
Wait, he could die before we even meet him? Give me a break.
Bye, Brent.
Why
Brent.
are you talking like you know what I'm gonna do? You guys don't know. 'Cause I'm so cool. So you feel the sting of the creature once again, but it appears to have only done this because it wishes for you to remain poisoned. In this moment, you have steadied yourself for it. You can feel your muscles again. The sleepy feeling that you have when your leg is kind of asleep, that kind of like sparkling feeling of like everything coming back online, that is happening to you right now. You feel
TV static.
Huh?
Got that TV static.
Yeah. TV static.
Pins and needles? Yeah.
You feel that in this moment, you are being kind of stabbed with the fangs, but you feel like you could tear your arm up out of this if you wanted to.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. You see a massive arm spring out of the thing. Go ahead and make an athletics roll as you try to grab the spider. Yeah.
We don't
Grab a
do
hold of it.
shows, by the way.
For narrative purposes, what would you like to do?
I would like to grab like close to where its like eyes are, where its head is biting at me at, and try to like throw it off.
Okay. Do you want to like violently throw it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. So you do so, and what you folks watch, the spider, as it's kind of like biting down, hand pops up, wraps around like where the head meets the thorax, and then just tears downwards, kind of tearing a bit more of the spider web off. It's such a violent throw. The creature's head pops off and its body goes sprawling into the water with like a sickening splash, and the feet kind of phase spider goo starts filling into the spider webs, and you just start kind of like working your way out. And at your pleasure, with what I've told you the scene is, describe what your character looks like while I post a picture of him.
Okie dokie. Let's see here. I'm looking for the bio, but I don't see one.
Oh, no worries. The picture is the picture. I don't know why it's not popping up. Hold on. I see why now. Okay, cool. There
I
it is.
believe in you.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, that just looks so familiar.
Rex is pretty tatted, you know, for a Goliath. He's got plenty of tats. He's wearing pretty decent looking armor. He's carrying a very special looking warhammer, and he's probably, I would say, like, I don't know how tall Goliath can be. I'm assuming he's like 7 feet.
Yeah.
And he doesn't look like he's got a lot going on in the head area. you know, he's definitely looks like the "Hi guys, I will take hits" kind of guy.
Where
So
have you been all my life?
Instead of
Remain says.
like angry face as he's kind of pulling the things off, it's kind of like a like just confused.
Yup.
What is this?
Like, he looks like he knows what he wants. Looks like he knows what he wants to do, but he's having some trouble in the mechanics of it. It's like, I want the spider web off. Ah!
Always there.
He's been TV static for a minute.
And
Yeah.
I will now be posting you onto the map. Okay. So your sight is limited. You don't have dark vision. Typically, you would have a light provided for you in some way or another. But you would notice that there does appear to be light coming from across the waterway.
Okay. Yeah,
Are you okay?
I think so.
I
Do
love
you need
what you
help?
did to that spider.
There was a spider? Oh, yeah. There was.
There was a spider. What did you think you were grabbing?
I don't know. I just felt the pain, you know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Trying to get it off of me.
I mean, very practical.
Did the spider look like the phase spider, the second phase spider from earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, thank you for killing it. I don't like those guys either.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna start like going into the water.
Okay.
I assume it's not deep enough I have to swim.
Oh, no. It's probably about thigh deep.
Gotcha. Alright, yeah,
On
I'll
you.
walk over.
Hello.
Hello. There's more of you than I thought there was.
How did you come to be here?
I was exploring with my group members, and we got separated in the area we were supposed to be exploring in, and I had to come this way, and they went the other way, and then I'm here.
You're here. Okay.
Ronnie looks back towards that room that they were in where the skeleton was. Like,
Yeah, you're definitely
Yeah.
not thinking that that could be the case. The body that was in there was definitely a lot older.
Okay.
Unless this Goliath has like an absolute endurance and has been down here for
I
aeons.
mean, could happen.
That could happen.
I would like for
in-
each of you to roll a history check though, real quick.
Oh, yes.
Not Rex. Sorry, the three with talking to Rex.
I'm
19,
great at
19?
history.
19?
Okay, yeah. Soul doesn't really
Then-
care much about the politics of lordship, but the other two, the elves whose mom is kind of embroiled in it, would note that he is present here. He said he was present here with a group, and that must mean he is a lord sanctioned. If he's not lord sanctioned, then he's down here illegally.
Mm.
Right. What group are you with?
I never remember the group name, but the small sneaky one always tells me what to do.
Okay.
What were you
It's a
guys
very
down here
long
doing?
name.
Our goal is to explore something. Its name starts with an A. I think it was Axiom.
Axiom?
Axiom?
Yeah.
Have we heard that name before?
No,
No. Okay.
other than
Yeah,
me
we're supposed
mentioning
to
it
map
in
it.
the session name.
Right. No. Right. Sure.
That's all right. What Brent said is very important, so I'm gonna have him repeat it.
Okay.
They told me I had to map it, but I can't draw very well.
Oh.
Oh, I can map stuff.
Awesome. They also said something about keys, but they didn't look like keys.
Oh, were they like weird and like rectangles and squares and
Yeah, they wouldn't let me touch them.
Yeah. Okay. Do
looks
you
at
tend to break
Soul.
them?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's understandable then. They are kind of important, I guess.
That's
There
what they
was
said.
there was a guy who had some or one back a couple of rooms.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, there was a
yeah.
demon.
He was kind of mean though.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
he was nice, but like I don't know.
Oh.
Whenever we talked to him about the forge keys, he got really mad.
You do look like you could probably take him, though.
I
And
mean,
you did just fling that spider. Do you want to go?
as long as I get the map, I don't care. I'd like to find my friends too, but I'm supposed to get a map, so.
Where is this axiom?
You would remember it's this way. So basically, the main room that they all kind of came through.
Mm.
You
Mhm.
came into that main room originally. I'll move your token. Hold on. So you can see this kind of southern path here. That leads to kind of like a cavern structure. And on the southern wall of that cavern structure is the image of the door that I sent you.
Gotcha. Yeah, I would explain that to them. Like, oh, you go back through here, I think, and then you go south-ish.
Oh. Well, I guess we could help you find your friends first, and then maybe they can help us too.
Mm-hmm.
They do have a lot of weird plans.
I feel like that's pretty normal for Lord Sanctioned.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to disagree or agree with you or other. Like, it has not yet been confirmed or denied that he is a Lord Sanction.
Well, it's maybe
And I love it.
non-committal,
Yeah.
Try to
I
figure
mean, he
things
said
out.
he was in a group. They're looking for stuff. Just
Well,
I'm not a fucking narc.
So remember,
Yeah.
too, you would know that there are at least 3, to your knowledge, and probably only 3, parties besides yours that are down here. And for inspiration,
Oh,
Fred has the answer to one of them for reasons, but everyone else, if you can remember the 3 parties that are expected to be down here.
There's the Aeltos, the Ghosts of Tarn Keep, and the Kegs.
Correct.
wow. Go,
Inspiration is
Tom.
yours.
good job.
The
Good
Voffley
job.
crew are either down here or they're not. But you haven't seen them, nor have
Nope.
you heard anybody say that they are. You just
Yep.
presume that they were headed down after you.
I mean, they did go through the gate with us, or right before us, and then hung out, and then
Either went in or didn't.
yep, maybe they just needed to go to that bar that they were chilling at.
For sure.
I don't know. Seems weird.
So, do you folks want to head to the location that Rex has suggested?
Yeah.
I like that idea.
So I'm going to move you to a different map, and before you start saying you fight or whatever, I just want to explain
Fight!
the situation
Okay.
before you get there. So when you exit out of the worked portion and into the tunnel section, it becomes a bit more wide open. You can see that there are large fist marks that seem to have pounded onto the stone. And Rex, not the brightest guy, but you are pretty sure that you recognize those fist marks. Looking ahead, there is a soft glow to what appears to be metal and stone that has growth of a nature similar to the razor grass that we talked about. Ground also seems to be laden with it as well. However, it looks like the crystalline here has been broken down, so it actually functions more like actual grass than stalactite mess. The door appears to have like a triangular shape to it, and it appears to be open. It doesn't appear to be closed or locked or anything. However, there is one thing barring you from entry. You see a 15-foot tall man figure made out of cute. It doesn't look exactly like that. It almost has an architecture similar to the structure behind it. It is a lot of geometric shapes, mostly rectangular and triangular, that form a humanoid shape. But the Arcanist immediately recognized that that is a stone golem.
Yeah, that guy chased me out of here.
Stuff.
There are a
Yeah.
lot of rude people and things in different rooms here.
Yeah. But your friends went this way?
He chased me out. They went farther in.
Oh.
I think. I don't know. He was chasing me. I went the other way.
Smart. Good idea. Support that.
Well, should we try to get past him? I mean, I don't know that we need to fight him. Maybe he'll be nice if we ask?
I mean, I didn't try to talk to him, so.
We can try.
Oh, I love how open and just chill he is. I mean, oh, I didn't try that one. We could.
Why not?
If your idea works, let's go with it.
No,
Yeah, for sure.
Could work. It could work.
Okay, so does somebody say something to it?
No.
Hi.
There is
Can
no
we
response.
go through the door?
There is no response.
Maybe it doesn't speak the language you're speaking.
I don't know Stone Golem. Do you know Stone Golem? Is there a stone speak?
I mean, I'm probably close enough. And in Giant, Rex will say, pass now? And he'll point past it.
It does not respond. It doesn't seem to have any reaction whatsoever. It is
Oh man.
literally, it looks no different than a statue. The only thing that kind of lets you know that it's not that is there appears to be like a glow inside of these recesses inside of the head structure, light blue in coloration.
I'm gonna step onto this step.
I think it's proximity
so,
related.
It drops its left foot forward and throws its right foot back, kind of taking almost like a pitcher stance, and then throws its hand forward, and that's where we'll start initiative. You can see as blue energy ripples down its arm and is getting ready to throw some sort of like magical energy at you.
Ah.
Ronnie about to get Falcon punched off the stage.
Falcon!
You know,
It wouldn't be the first time.
yeah, I've died a few times.
Uh-huh. Oh, also, to keep this in, just so you understand, Brent, you probably have died down here too. When you die down here, your soul doesn't go on to the next world or get spun in the spiral. It stays in your body. It can't escape. So it's easier to resurrect you. It costs less, but they have to get your body out, or they have to be able to do it on site. So you've probably been brought back to life a few times by scrolls.
As a treat.
As a treat. Everybody on?
I think so.
Perfect.
I got Arya and running on.
Yeah. So these motions are very like slow and like you kind of see it coming. It's not a situation where you're like, "Oh no, what's it doing?" It's more of like a, "Oh, this bad."
He's like doing the wind up,
Yeah.
like.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. So you're first. You obviously identify that the thing that started it was Ronnie stepping up. But the thing that you'll notice that, based on what you can see of the ground and what Ronnie would have saw of the ground, so both of you would be kind of cognizant of this. It's not stuck there. It can chase you. The only reason it seems not to have chased Rex further in is because it was too big to fit in the hole. Okay.
Well, it sounds like it's time to deconstruct this problem. I am gonna shoot a sorceress burst at it.
Okay. So that will hit. And what
I'm
damage
gonna
type?
let's do thunder.
Bear with me.
Oh, there is one extra bonus dice already, so I'm just gonna keep rolling numbers while you
Yeah, roll a d8.
see if it does anything.
I'm not immune to that, so I will be taking this damage.
Hell yeah.
Unfortunately, my bonus die was a 1.
You know what?
But
It's a
that's still
bonus
11.
die. That's all extra. That's all just, icing on the cake.
It's one of those Death Star laser beams this time instead of a little.
Right. So a solid, strong hit. It does look as though when it hits, there's like a ripple of blue that kind of goes about it. And you're aware that constructs, specifically golems, typically have, like, in their creation process, they are imbued with resistance to spells and magic. That has no effect here. But regarding, like, spell saving throws and the like, that might come into play. Alright. Anything else, Sol?
You might want to run.
Okay.
Ronnie, you're up.
Yeah, we're gonna head back here to our friends, take the bow out, and then. Oh god. Okay, I am on the right tab. Shoot.
Good shooting.
First one will hit, second one will miss. Okay.
Yes.
And do you want to use your bonus action for anything?
No.
Okay.
Wait. No.
Tremaine, you are up next.
Yes, I am. So as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith. Yes, I will. Let's take that off of my spell slots. So my current AC is 24. I'm going to put up my shield, step forward, and take the heroic dodge action.
Okay. Aria?
Good action. Oh, that's me today. Yeah.
Bam, 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 bam!
Pew 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 pew.
You run a very
How
serious
many
game
times
here,
does
Brent.
Eldritch Blast go off?
Two shots.
2 shots.
Both
Fumble.
of them miss. Because you are rolling for Shapakli, I'm not going to say that's going to damage your focus. Being fair.
Thank you.
And also for you, Brent, you don't have to worry about fumble saving throws. You're an NPC, so that's what we did with Kimmy.
Hilda, yeah.
Rex, you are up.
Okay.
They're fighting it, so
Yeah. Might
neurons.
as well fight it too.
When in Rome.
I'm going to bonus action large form.
Okay, you big.
Mm.
Then I'm gonna go up and I'm assuming I have my shield automatic like on. I didn't take it off.
Yeah, so in this game we're very loose with the switching of weapons. Totally chill. You have the shield
Okay,
and the
okay.
hammer.
Because I was gonna two-hand my warhammer.
Okay. Oh yeah, if you want it on your back, then that's fine too. Wherever you want it.
Okay. Okay.
That is a big boy, Tom.
Shit. Okay, that was the time to do it.
Oh.
Go ahead, give me that crit damage. Let's see it.
Can we see the rolls?
I suppose.
I want to be able to celebrate crit damage.
I'm gonna mess with your character sheet here for a second, so just chill for one moment.
I just want to see how cool Brent is.
Ignore. Although you probably have a good idea of how this shit works. You run a game yourself.
I use the old character sheets, but
Yeah, they are definitely better. I said it.
Mhm.
The old ones.
Yeah,
I will not
I did.
disagree with you.
Okay, so you should be Gucci. For those who didn't get to see, who aren't me and Brent, that was a 28, which would have been a critical success.
Jeez.
And the critical damage was. I don't see why your strength isn't added into. Oh, it is. It is. I'm just bad at math, is what it is. So
That makes sense.
Go to blame. Only 9 damage. Okay, that's your first attack. You should have 2 more.
yeah.
Also hitting.
Wow, look at those big numbers.
Big money.
Okay, so I don't know why it's saying piercing damage. That's weird.
It says piercing for the two-handed one.
Change it to bludgeoning. It should be bludgeoning. I don't know why that's the case. I dragged it and dropped it. I think the character that I copied off of was wielding a spear, though, so that might have
Oh.
messed with shenanigans. So we're looking at... so the 16 actually misses.
Yeah.
But the 20 hits, so 15. Alright. Anything else?
Nope, that's all I got.
Okay, so as you kind of rush up to it large size and kind of smash into it, you can see that even at your kind of peak of like 12 feet, right? You're kind of standing and it's like a, shoulders and head above you. It's still looking at Ronnie. As it's doing so, you see it do something that you saw it do before, but didn't know what it meant then and still don't understand it because it wasn't on you. You see a triangle of glowing blue light appear above its head and start spinning in a counterclockwise fashion. And as it spins, it shrinks in on itself, turning into 3 kind of strands, moving into a circle at its center before it slows and stops. I need everybody who is not Rex to go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Very cool. 8 for Ronnie.
Okay. Tremaine, you're good.
I'm gonna
20,
use
Alright,
my,
30,
good.
20 for Aria.
You favor?
15.
I think that is a double check. That's a failure. Tremaine saved right on. 17 for DC. Okay, so Ronnie, you're kind of like, that's cool. As everything starts
Not
moving
slow.
really slow. I've been having this weird stone golem kick, I guess, of late. But Soul, you would recognize it as well. Chronomancy was just deployed on you, and you have had your basically temporal nature slowed. That is
Illegal.
that is a
I know,
bonus
right?
action for stone golems in 2024, folks.
Really? Wow.
It's gonna punch the
Oh,
shit
that's right.
out of
I
Rex.
did watch the Tuesday game.
Blue fist goes cold, and then they just punch straight into you. It'll slam attack twice. 14's gonna miss. A crit's gonna crit though. You're gonna take a total of 40 damage. And again,
Holy shit.
there's a reason why you ran from this thing. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's and then boom, slams into your chest, and it's like, oh.
Well,
Okay.
Brent, it was fun playing with you.
No.
So, does that include my stone sturdiness where it reduced it by
It does
3?
not, so you'll be reducing it by 3.
And then,
Stone's endurance.
yeah,
Roll a d12, add number.
so minus 12.
Cool. Minus 12, and then minus the 3. So minus a
Yep.
total of 15.
It was 40, right?
40, so 25. Yeah, so you watch
Dang.
punch, and it's kind of like dust kind of flies off him, and probably some bits of spider web left over. Kind of backs up a little bit. You see him go, like as he like reacclimates himself to get back into the fight. Soul, you're up. It's pretty cool to have a tank. 2 tanks now.
I mean, I guess we'll just. My action will be Sorcerer's Burst, and that'll probably be about it.
Jermaine's probably like, whoosh, glad that wasn't me.
This is like when Hilda was here.
I love it when all the guests are DMs.
8 damage.
Gotcha. All
Oh, the
the guests
guests
are just
are
going to be
awesome.
tanks.
They're tanky
Yeah.
and they're higher level than me, and they
They're
have more HP.
NPCs. It's not about level.
Sure,
Soul,
I'm-
gonna have crush
happy
on
for that to happen.
bonus
Giant
actions.
now.
Absolutely,
Giant
Movement.
curious.
absolutely.
Nothing? Okay. Ronnie, you're up.
I now realize that I fucked up. I should have used a bonus action,
That was when she
but
realized.
it's okay.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah.
You can use it now, though. At least it's before you make your attacks. That would have been funny if you forgot twice.
Well, I'm slowed, so do I still get a
Yeah,
bonus
so fun
action
fact.
and an attack?
No, you can take
Or
your
just get an
action
attack?
or a bonus action. And when you move at half your speed.
Very cool.
And if you cast a spell, you roll for it. So if you cast Hunter's Mark, if it has somatic components, it may be the case that you don't move your hands fast enough to actually make the spell happen.
That's right. Well,
Well, it used to
we're
be.
just gonna
Go ahead.
longbow,
Yep.
and that misses.
And so real
Oh,
quick,
I love that.
I think you only get 1 attack even though you have extra.
Yeah.
Let me make sure that's right. And then what I was saying is 25% chance if it has somatic components. It used to be the case that it took your turn and then your next turn to cast a spell, which I was
Yeah.
like, that doesn't make any sense. I like the way that they've worded it in 2024. It's very, very
Yeah.
fun.
But then I'm
It's
gonna slowly move back.
It's almost as if, like, as you're pulling and getting the draw, like, you're timing it in your head and your hand
Yeah.
is not keeping up and you let go way early. And so it kind of...
Yeah. It like lands next to Termaine.
Who looks back at her and she's like, sorry.
Yeah.
Termaine.
Yeah, I'm thinking about this real quick.
Just oops.
You know what? I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
Whoa, crazy. That is pretty crazy.
I believe
know.
someone in the group is very jealous right now.
I know, right?
Who's jealous?
How do you feel, Tom?
What is this Tom's signature spell or something?
Tom is the moon of my campaign
Yeah.
setting. What are you talking
Ah.
about? So you should be
I
able to
see.
move that around now. I think I gave access to Tom on accident.
Hey,
It
wait
should
a
be.
second.
That should be. You asked for my power? You are my conduit? You can move it around, Andy, at your pleasure.
Oh yeah, we want it right there.
Okay. So boom, and then we're gonna read Moonbeam in its new variation because I haven't.
Is there a save for this?
When the cylinder appears, each creature gets a con save. It
Oh, okay.
happily passes. It'll take 2d10 radiant damage, so half as much.
Does it seem like the radiant damage is actually doing anything to it?
That's not the problem. Its con is insanely huge, and it has magic resistance. So,
Okay.
what's the damage on this?
How do I figure that out?
2d10. Just roll 2d10.
Oh, okay. I will roll 2d10. There's no modifier to that, correct?
No.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
6 damage.
So it'll take 3.
Ugh.
And
Lame.
that is that.
Okay.
Any movement from you or no?
I'm just gonna kind of stay put.
Arya?
Oh god, that's me.
Mhm.
Uh, she's going to do a little.
Small dance and then Eldritch Blast twice.
Yeah.
If you want to, because it's not your character, you could hex first and then attack. Because yeah,
Oh.
then you do extra hex damage.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Okay, 14's gonna
That's
miss.
a bonus action.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Cool.
And then,
So then.
second attack with the Eldritch. Oh, you already got them both. The first one
Yeah.
will hit. The second one does not. And then
So-
the hex damage is in there. That's a
Seven.
D6. Yep.
Yes.
So we're solid. Bam, hit. It also looks like the necrotic is working. Strangely enough. Yeah.
Weird.
The only damage immunities it has are poison and magpie. So
And
that's a
magpie.
Tuesday joke. She's playing a
I
psychic
watched that one.
knight.
Yeah.
Arya, that's it. Rex is up.
Yeah, I'm gonna start hitting again, but I'm gonna activate my giant strikes.
Okay. One of those will hit.
Only one hit. And then my.
Yep.
Oh, that's total endurance. Sorry.
There it is.
There you go.
So, because it's NPC, we can go with static, but because you're playing it, you can roll 2d6 if you want. It's not a. There should be a damage thing next to it, like in the Giant Strike's little bonus action. Do you see that? It says like damage. There's like a little button. No, you're on the. Hold on.
Wrong page.
Bear with me here. I'm gonna go ahead and switch it from the block to the compact. I think that'll work. There we go. And it still doesn't have it. Never mind. We'll just move it back to the other thing, and then you just roll 2d6.
Hey, I got done.
Cool. Crazy. Totally wild. So total of 20. Looks like. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So that's
Just-
20 to you. Wrong guy selected, and then this is the problem. Minus 20. Okay, so that will bloody it. That will automatically do nothing. That's not this one. That was the amber one. Cool. It'll go to it. Move this off of it for a second. Double checking the wording on Moonstrike. Or Moonbeam. Not Moonbeam, Moonbeam. Learn to type, John.
You disrespect me like this, John.
I am having a very hard time knowing how to type good.
Creature also makes a save when the spell's area moves into a
Or
space.
end its turn there. Got it.
And ends its turn there.
Okay. So, Rex, I need you to go ahead and make an athletics check or acrobatics check, your choice.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do athletics, but so I have the large room. I have advantage on strength
Yep.
checks, but I have advantage on this.
Correct. And there
Perfect.
should be like buttons at the top. You can switch it to advantage up there, I think, with that character sheet. But 22, okay, that's still not going to be good enough. It is going to slam into you and push you back.
Okay.
And then once it does so, it will make a single attack against you. It will hit. It will do a meager. This will be after the reduction of 3. It'll do a meager 16 points of damage. Okay. Golem Punch. Soul, you are next on the docket.
guess, much to the surprise of everyone, we're gonna use Sorcerer's Burst.
What? You've never used that before.
That'll hit.
13.
High damage, no rates though. Okay. Continues to be fucked up. Soul to Ronnie.
We're gonna try the longbow again.
I believe in you.
Nope. But we're getting better.
Heck
It was
yeah.
12 last time.
12 didn't hit. No. Yeah, that'll miss.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, and
I'm saying it's getting
hold
better.
on. I apologize. At the end of your turn, you were supposed to roll a Constitution saving throw. Do so.
Oh.
Yeah. I forgot to give you a save at the end of your last turn. You can get out of the sleepy or the slow time. Okay, so now it's the end of your turn after being.
Should I roll one for Arya as well?
Yeah. Well, no,
Oh wait, no, she's not slowed. She's
Soul
not slowed.
is.
It's soul.
Soul. You're casting spells with somatic components, and I totally forgot you were slowed because I didn't mark you.
Yeah.
So real quick, we're gonna ignore the last turn, but on this last one, roll a d100. Okay. So the spell went off fine, and then roll a Constitution saving throw at the end of this turn. Okay, you are no longer slowed. And then at the end of this turn, Ronnie, because that one is for last turn, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
You are also
17.
fine. So
Yay.
I do have a slow marker. I just didn't put it on you, and that's why I failed to keep track.
So
Ronnie,
I can take it off now.
Yeah, you're no longer slowed.
Great.
Termaine, you're up.
A magic action to move it. What does that mean? Is an action? Just a full
Yeah.
action?
So when
okay.
it has the descriptor magic, that's in relation
Yeah.
to what other things interact with.
Okay. So we're just gonna leave it be for now, and I'm gonna step up here with Rex and swing on it. Swing on it.
That'll hit.
Okay, it's gonna hit. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm also gonna do a smite.
Okay.
So that would be, where is this? There is this. Is it a divine smite? Divine smite, right? Yes.
Right.
For another 8 damage.
And that's your bonus action. Give a second attack.
That was my bonus action, and for my second attack, I'm gonna swing again.
That'll
And
miss.
that's gonna miss.
I'm presuming you're
But the
sapping on
sap,
the
but the
first one.
sap did. Yes, for sure.
Got it.
For sure.
And then it'll go to Arya.
Spells.
And Rex, when it's your turn, I'll explain kind of what's happening narratively. And I should have this and that on me. Arya is you, Elizabeth. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. If you want, I'll take her back. It's fine.
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
Pew pew
I
lasers.
just- Pew pew.
It miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
11.
Next up is Rex. So as Termaine kind of steps alongside you, comes in with a longsword and kind of cleaves into the kneecap of the golem, or what looks like it might be a kneecap. It kind of drops off towards that side. So sap means that the creature's next attack roll against anybody will be at disadvantage. So the creature has been basically off-footed in that way.
So
Okay?
so when he brings the sword attack, and he then looks up at Rex and gives like a little wink.
All right.
I'm also cool.
I'm gonna roll a d6 for my recharge.
Yep.
I recharge
5 or 6, yeah.
So I'm gonna just do the same thing.
Giant strikes. Second one. You know, if you could just roll as good as you've been rolling before you started using
Right?
giant strikes.
Well, it's good to have a fun start.
Okay.
We'll get there. We'll get
Yeah.
14 damage plus 3 is 17 total. Uses the kind of offset to kind of catch his attention, and the golem kind of turns to you. It will then kind of look at you, Rex, and its head kind of like starts glowing. You see the triangle appear again, and it starts spinning. This is the longest you've stayed in melee combat with the thing, so you've never been under the effects of this. I need you and also Termaine to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Oh.
beautiful. Beautiful. Ooh. Do I have inspiration? I do not. Okay.
Failure.
12.
The two of you
Failure.
are slowed. And then so for that duration, I actually don't have a marker. That's probably why I didn't do it. You two are slowed. We've already discussed what that means. It will then go to the punching. It has disadvantage on its attack. It is going to punch Rex. Roll a d20 for me. Okay. So it's going to punch at you, but you kind of like are slowed. And so as you're kind of like looking at it and kind of like seeing the fist coming in like slow motion, but then like very fast in slow motion, you just kind of raise your hammer up to block, and the hammer kind of blocks the fist. And as it's kind of punching, you kind of shift the hammer to the side, and it topples. Which way would you want it to topple, left or right?
To Rex's right.
To Rex's right. Okay. So it kind of topples over this way, like so. Once it regains its footing, again, looking like a clumsy dork who like tripped over or like something, like it spins around and like swings its fists out in kind of like a Zangief-ian kind of clothesline, trying to hit you. It now has an easier way of doing it. Hopefully I don't roll another fumble. There's no fucking way. There's no... roll a d20. There's no... Okay. It will do the same. I'm assuming you're continuing to kind of like just hold the hammer and like trying to get it into position to block. Do you want to throw it to your right again?
I'll throw it back in between me and Termaine.
Okay. When you do, in this shuffle, it actually causes the thing to fall over. So Termaine, like as you kind of like knock it off balance, and then you see in slow motion blocking with the hammerhead the punches. The second one, when it blocks and like shifts to the side, it causes it to like fall over. Soul, it is prone now, which means ranged attacks have disadvantage against it.
Even if I have Spell Sniper?
Then yeah, you're fine.
Alright, well, it's worked well so far.
Pew pew lasers. Hitting and damaging. Alright. Honestly, I think you've done the... No, it's probably you or Arya, one of you two. No, Rex hit really hard. Brawny, go ahead.
I don't think there's a point in doing Hunter's Mark right now, but
I'll take
we're
the
not
screen.
slowed anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
Both of those
missed.
will miss, yeah.
That's it.
And I would say it's not so much like a miss. Like, it's obviously a big, broad target. It's not dodging out of the way or anything. You are literally planting them into it, and it's kind of hitting against like the metal and steel and kind of just shattering the arrows. You're not getting any vitals. So
Right.
Tremaine, you can take an action or a bonus action, not both. Any spells with somatic components, 25% chance they fail. And you can move
Right.
half your speed.
Right. Swing.
Yep. And you can only attack once, even though you have extra attack.
I understand.
Okay.
Little debuff action happening. Go. 25 to hit. And then sap is reapplied.
You can't bonus action smite. And then Rex, on your
I
turn.
didn't smite. Right.
No, I know. I'm just saying in my
yeah,
turn. I was
yeah,
going to
yeah.
suggest it, but
Yeah.
it's a no-go.
Yep.
Right, Rex, you were slowed on its turn, so you haven't had a chance to save. Tremaine, you do. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty. 13.
That'll fail. Arya is up.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? It ain't broke, and we're not gonna fix it. So, pew pew. 24 and 20.
Look
Okay.
at that. Look at that. Look at that. I love that.
12 and 12.
Okay, yeah. These shots kind of like swoop between Rex's like legs, kind of slamming into like the chest and head of the thing. And you watch as you're kind of looking down at it, Rex, like parts of it kind of breaking off. And you're pretty sure that this next attack is going to be the final blow. Your turn.
Ooh.
D6 to recharge.
Get him!
Get him,
Please.
Rex. Finish him.
Okay, that's got to be a good sign.
Yeah, you've been
Fuck.
rolling hot on those.
I gotta hope. I gotta hope. I got advantage.
You're gonna miss 2 attacks despite having it. Oh,
Hey, let's go.
just see the,
Let's
see the damage there. Let's just see the
go.
damage there. Okay, and then you're not doubling the strikes damage. It only double in 2024. It only doubles the weapon damage. So just roll strikes
Gotcha.
normal. Okay. Sufficient. So you bring the hammer down, kind of smashing it into its head, two-handed, and you just watch as it kind of separates from the body, and the blue light kind of like expands out for a second, and then dissipates into kind of like a fizzle. But the thing that caused you to separate from your team is now lying on the ground before you in shambles.
Heck yeah.
Shambles.
I hate that guy. Does slow go away when
He was
it dies?
watching.
Yeah.
Slow does not go away immediately
That's
when
rude.
it dies. So after about a minute, though, even if you were to
Mhm.
continue saving terribly, it would eventually kind of dissipate. And yeah,
So like he's in mid sentence trying to explain
Oh.
something, and then all of a sudden it speeds up.
I just realized you only would have gotten that one attack. You wouldn't have
Yeah.
gotten multiples. That had to have been the
Yep.
one.
It
And
worked
you-
out so great.
And you did exactly 2 more damage than you needed. That's wild. Okay. Fight concluded. Crushed creature.
Oh. Maybe I should have fought it instead of running last time.
Yeah, you seem strong enough.
You did pretty good. Although we were here to help.
I presume Arya kind of gives like a like we helped, and like very
Yeah.
Zijo coded like sass is displayed. I'm just gonna
Mhm.
presume Zijo, if I was wrong, you just let me know.
Yeah, Rex will drop out of his big form.
Okay. Oh, not that much.
You're unbiggened.
John, the little triangle thing that you were referencing spinning around, is that something that can be retrieved? And does
No.
it look like it would fit in that doorway that we found 8 months ago?
It looked like magic appeared in front of it and then spun
Okay,
around.
not a physical thing. Okay,
But do you wish to check the remnants
I
of
do.
the head?
I
Okay.
do.
Go ahead and make an investigation roll, and because you asked a very important question, I'm going to give you advantage on the roll. Okay.
Unbelievable.
Whoopsies.
That's just not that great.
That's just
You
sad.
kind of
Can I use my inspiration to roll yet again?
No. Unfortunately not. You search around through it, kind of like manically in a sense, but then after a fashion you kind of realize like the head has been destroyed. If it did have something like that in it, it might have been destroyed completely by Rex's hammer.
I love rolling dice.
Me too, buddy.
It's the
me
best.
too.
It's the best part of a character game like this.
Does the body look hollow, or is it like solid?
So it looks like it was like an amalgam of pieces, similar to the structure in front of you. And when you broke the head off, it came off. And when you kind of like grab it and kind of start maneuvering it, it's almost like you're playing with weird Lego magnets, right? Instead of having a connector point that's like little nibs, it's like it just kind of.
So it's like we can make it into a giant key.
It doesn't look like it's a similar like styling as the arcane forge keys, because the forge keys are kind of flat rectangles and squares. This is like triangles, weird geometric shapes that are not like isolinear, like all sorts of weird
Okay.
shapes.
Got it.
Rex is gonna walk over here and just. I'm assuming Moonbeam is gone by now.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
or for sure.
Quick, well, I guess we can go in if you guys are ready.
Points with the hammer. Onward. So when you enter
Yeah.
into this space, moving us to the mega structure. When you move into this space, at first it's kind of similar to the exterior, but then immediately gives way to kind of like a very high polished, sharp looking structure. A hallway before you that has a very chrome look to it. It almost feels like you're walking through a spinal column. A weird biomechanical, like, spinal column. I'm going to
Whoa.
show you
Whoa, what
I
is
mean
this?
in a more awesome sense. Hold on.
That's crazy.
Locations. Helma. Where the fuck is it? There it is. This is what it looks like from a first-person vantage point. And yes,
That's
if the
bad.
question was, does it look like there's a light at the end of the tunnel? Yes. Yes, there does. Before you start walking in, and I'll grab your tokens and put them down. Go ahead, say what you're going to say, Brent.
Rex, like, we gotta watch out when walking through here.
Why?
There's things that they're like little birds and they just come out and hit you all the time. They break easy, but they just keep coming back.
Okay. A bird's made of stone or bone?
Metal.
Metal.
Middle.
Great.
Sounds kind of scary.
Yeah, we had to fight all the way to the end of here, and then that's when we kind of got separated a little bit.
Mm.
Well, let's stay close together then.
Yeah, stay
Okay.
close together. Shield out in front and
Mhm.
start walking.
Great. Go ahead and put your token here, and then everybody else follow in with formation.
Said here?
Here's fine if you're staying on the left side of the crew, but everybody else follow in formation if you're going to, or if you're holding back, you can hold back as well. Do what
Thank
you
you,
want.
Rex.
Fill
Yeah.
out like where you'd be with those two kind of breaching. The second you make it to this point, you would hear, Rex, the familiar sound of like metal scraping on metal, and you would see kind of like a higher point up on the sides of this space, the metal blade bird kind of like coming out of its little loft area, and one on the other side as well. Now, I'm going to explain to you how this is going to work. First off, as you mentioned it, they don't stop coming. And they won't stop coming. Everyone roll initiative.
Okay.
And to clarify, as Rex just explained, because he did say it very correctly, we just ran through and got to the other side. So,
Mm.
Okay.
clarifying language is very, very important. Okay. Everybody on the board?
Yeah.
All right. So, Rex, you kind of see the birds. You got your new crew
Birds
here.
are not on the board.
Yeah, they are.
I don't see them. On the initiative order?
Oh, yeah, no, they're not. Sorry, it's a lair. The lair, it goes at once.
It's all good.
Yeah. Rex will say, "Let's run," and then run.
Okay.
Dashing.
Yeah, you are.
There.
Speed is 35.
Yep, and the very kind of familiar sound of like the metal kind of clicking as you run past, and like the steps in the middle kind of like slowly kind of dipping down. Like Jeremiah, you just this moment, this flashback, you remember him saying at the very entrance, "Are these supposed to be pressure plates?" And like you don't remember what he came to conclude, but you remember having to run, and that's what we're doing again. Okay, Rex is done. Ronnie, you're up.
I guess I will also run. which is 70 feet. So dashing.
Mhm.
Can I do a little like? How do I do the thing where you just like
Pick up the token, and then when you're holding it with the left click, right click where you're going.
When you
and
say pick
then
up the token, just grab it with the left.
left click.
Grab it.
Yep.
Grab it
And
with the
then
left click, and then
hold
what?
on to it, and then
Yeah.
move it to where you want to go, and press the right click while still holding the left click.
Oh, okay.
That
I
will
see.
create a bar.
I
Oh.
see.
And if you click it, right click it again, that will show to everybody. If you don't right click it again, it'll just be for you.
Oh, it would be a double right click.
Double
Okay.
right click to show everybody where you're moving, and then whoop. Okay.
Okay.
You rush forward.
That's awesome.
After Termaine, you're next. So if you want to go ahead and get to running,
Wait, so you pick it up, and then you right click,
you move to where you want to go, and then right click. Yeah. And then
then
you
I
right
right
click
click,
again.
and I right click again.
It'll. Yep. Exactly. So you
Did it
rush
happen?
past your. Yeah, it did.
Oh,
You
okay.
rush past your sister. Okay.
Great.
Arya.
She is a little slower. Oh wait, hold on.
But that's okay.
I'm just imagining she's got heels on. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um.
And walking with attitude, running with attitude.
Yeah.
I presume Arya's barefoot.
Oh. interesting.
Listen. I just want her to be a badass bitch. Okay.
She is. I'm just trying to think, what would a hag do? WWHD.
No, that's fair. She could have heels. I don't
What a
know.
hag do?
But
She would have
she's
shoes
fast
made out
too.
of other people, like moccasins made out of other people's skin. That's
So
what I
you
think.
run forward as well. Okay. On initiative 20 before Rag, so highest 20, the two birds that emanated, that kind of you heard structuring, will lance forward like little rocket ships out of their holes and bolt into the nearest target within 60. So these things kind of assail you in the back, and you can feel their metal jagged beaks kind of slamming into your back. The first attack is going to miss so horribly, it's actually depressing how bad I rolled. But the
I love that
second
for us.
one is going to hit, and it's going to do 5 piercing damage to your back.
Is it a close enough hit that using shield would
21.
trigger?
Yeah, I think we're over the shield.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so those bolt out, and then Rex, attentive, kind of understanding what's going on here, you would hear that the steps that Termaine just activated and the ones that you just ran over in the dash have now taken to emanating birds.
Birds.
Okay. Yeah, I will let the party know that.
There are more birds on the map now. Okay. Soul done, Soul done, Lair done, Rex up.
So I have a question about my hammer.
Yes.
With its teleportability, is it just me, or can I grab somebody and
Just
teleport
you.
with them? Just me. Okay. All right. That's what I wanted to make sure. Yeah. Rex
And-
will.
I want to make sure because I know you're a smart lad, but I just want to make sure you read into the combo. You can attack 3 times with the weapon. Those do not all need to be melee attacks. So you could swing, chuck, and then whoosh. That's the
Gotcha.
bonus.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Rex will pull out his shield, if that's possible.
Yeah, it's free. Again,
Okay, I
we
just
don't
wanna make
deal
sure.
with. Yeah.
Yep,
Loadout
I can-
switching is more Baldur's Gatian than.
Rex will then move up to here, next to Termaine,
Okay.
and he will take the dodge action and tell everybody to run ahead of him.
Yep.
Wow.
That's what he did the last time. Ronnie.
I guess we are running then. Oh, there we go. Yep. Dashing through the bones.
Tremaine.
Flashing through the bones. Oh, so I just go here. Okay.
Yeah, if you're just running. And then Arya.
I believe she would also run. I'm gonna learn how to do this. Yep. Oh, she's so much slower. I feel bad. Yeah, she's just dashing. And that's it.
Sol.
Moved up behind her.
Rex. Before you go. Whoosh.
Oh,
Whoosh.
that's cool.
Whoosh.
Oh, jeez.
Whoosh.
I gotta go back.
Whoosh.
Damn it.
Whoosh. So Termaine, you're running, you turn around, you look over your shoulder, and you see this flock of metal just with like screams slamming into the giant. For a second, it's just a buffer of chrome, and you can't even see Rex. But you hear this like loud kind of like meaty wooden thunk, 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 as not a single one of these fucking assholes hits because he took the dodge action like a goddamn pro. So as that's happening, you see him kind of like boom, 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 and as he's finished up, he's kind of like bam, 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 slamming his arms against his chest and his hammer against his shield as he's like, absolutely none of that, sir. Rex, you're up.
Yeah, Rex will move up 30 feet.
Sorry. One other thing. Boom, 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 boom. Of course, new birds. Of course, new birds.
Yeah, Rex will move up 30 feet and take the dodge action again.
Okay, so moving from them is going to provoke an opportunity attack.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Do you want to take the dodge action and then go?
Yeah, if I can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, as you're kind of like, you buffer them off and you're kind of like stepping back and kind of like moving away, they all slam into you again. And let's see if we can get any action this time. This time with, if it, or yeah, sorry. I didn't want to roll as many dice as I did last time, so I switched it. Nope. Yep. Nope. 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 I just got the one. Which is 6 damage. 3
Yeah,
after your reduction. 3. Rex is then backing away. Looks like he's handling it. Ronnie, you're up. It definitely looks like the end is near. The end of this tunnel.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep going, because that's what Rex said.
Okay.
And he's clearly been this way before.
Or he's leading you into a trap.
Oh!
The spiders. The spiders!
I've been a spider this whole time.
Note to self, do that with a patron.
God.
That shit would be fucking awesome.
No! That's it.
Is he bluffing? And he's doing it right now.
Wait, are you gonna be able to move?
I don't like it.
Yeah, if you look back for Rex, Rex says he's got this.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah, I assume he says it. He's like, no, don't worry, I got this. And he's like pushing the hammer down, like pulling the bird out of his shield.
Yeah.
As they're like, slam, slam! Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. No, no, no! Stop sticking to my goddamn wooden shield. Ronnie runs. Termaine.
Termaine runs. That's the case.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's it.
Arya. Run.
That is me, yes.
And Soul running as well.
Actually, I do have a question.
Fire away.
And it's also for the. So I have a question for you, and then I potentially have a question for the group.
Okay.
So Arya has a bonus action ability called Adrenaline Rush. You can take the dash action as a bonus action. Would that stack with The dash action?
It would. But you can only use Adrenaline Rush a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, it's 3 times.
At this pace, it seems like you're keeping up with Soul, so the only reason you'd want to do that is to leave Soul kind of out in the open. Which is funny.
We don't want to do that.
I don't think I'm getting through Rex, though, I'll be honest. He's playing very smart after I told him how this works.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Battle prowess.
Then
So it'll go to them. Obviously, birds will reconvene on their Goliath target. This time being joined by 2 more. Scratch that. 4 more. They're flying. They can hit you from multi-vector. And let's go with that. God, that's a lot of attacks. So I'm just going to zoom in on that for this posterity. Let's just take a look at that shit. Okay, here we go. We are at disadvantage. We're going with a total of 9, 10, 11 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so as this is happening, and there's so many of them in place, I rolled a couple of fumbles, so narratively, I just want it to be a bit more satisfying. They have actually stopped you. There's one in the way of you being able to escape them because they've swarmed you. You are swarmed. However, what happens here is that one specifically slams into your shield just as another one slams into the back of it, breaking its head off and like slamming against it. So one of them, the one closest to you, dies. I'm going to explain something for those who are kind of looking back over their shoulders, and Rex, you've seen this happen before. When it breaks, it's like throwing a bunch of Legos against a wall. It's just like a shattering all over the place, right? The pieces hit the ground, but they don't remain stationary. They become like liquid metal and start moving up the pillar columns on the side back into the holes where the birds were summoned from. And then, Rex, you already know it's coming. You would see that more birds are coming out of the pillars you've already passed by behind you, starting to fill out the column a bit more.
This is what happened before.
So, Rex, this one is dead, opening up your advantage for escape. But yeah, your turn.
Yeah. I'll take the dodge action and run.
Okay.
good thinking.
Ronnie, you're out. Tremaine, you're out. Arya, you're just out. And Soul, you're just out if you're running. So Rex, one last time. Bunch of birds. I don't think all of them are going to be able to get to you with their move. Some will be able to dash to you, though, however, and kind of keep sides. And then this block is going to move over top of you, like so. And then the new ones that they have passed and activated, or would have passed and activated last time, will attack you, blocking off your escape unless you can get through 2 of them this time. Let's see how many fumbles we roll. Okay, so now it's going to be a total of 13 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Your armor class is currently a 19, correct? Or
20.
20. Okay, so then only 2 of these will be successful. Surprised it's that many. But no fumbles. 6 and 4. So reduced by 3, 3, and 1.
Alrighty.
Alright. You're up.
I'm gonna swing at the 2 beside where I was at.
Okay. That'll hit. Don't worry about damage.
Oh.
You have a third attack?
That one I want to use to try to throw my hammer towards the party.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll. That'll be successful in not hitting any of the spaces. The range is 90. So the hammer hits right behind Arya, and she kind of oh as it hits. And then what would you like to do?
Teleport to it.
Bonus action. You kind of become this strange kind of gray shade of yourself that just zips over to your hammer, and you grab a hold of it and get up and kind of start walking into the space that they have entered into.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
God, he's
that was epic.
Thor.
He's Thor, yeah.
God of Thunder.
He is not
No,
a
that's a-
thunder giant.
It's spider time.
I know, but let's
Nobody
pretend
messed
for
with
me.
the Amazing Spider-Man.
No, fuck that.
Again.
Okay, so in this space, Rex, as we discussed, you remember seeing your allies enter into this space, and there was the golem that was standing here. I'm going to explain the room, but I want you to make sure that that is the thing that we're focusing on, because at the end of it, I'm going to explain what specifically is happening there that's different. In this space, it is a very massive tunnel that seems to go down at a slope, probably somewhere in the ballpark of like a 30-degree angle downwards, right? On the pathway in the center of this massive tunnel appears to be some sort of track. Trains are something that folks who are kind of city-bound or have been to a city would be contemporary. You know what it is. They're not very prominent outside of the cities, though. The structure in front of you appears to be some sort of like platform that is capable of maneuvering on that track. The activation for that is not known to you, but it looks like it would be probable that it's something around about here that would cause you to kind of, your eyes kind of focus to that spot. On the platform that is a part of the landing that you're on and not the actual elevator itself, there is a blue triangle floating in the air, like the triangle that was in front of the golem. For you, Rex, it's about where the golem was standing last time you saw him, or the first time you saw him, rather. And behind that blue structure are pieces of stone that look very familiar. They look like parts of the head structure of the stone golem you crushed outside. The triangle spins backwards, and then does the same thing as it was doing when it activated its slow time powers, and does so very quickly and then stops and becomes a triangle again. When that happens, another piece of stone of the head appears and kind of clicks into place. It seems to be regenerating itself here.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's where the golem originally was before it chased me, guys. And then the party was on this thing last I saw.
Yep. And you would have seen it move. You just have no idea how the fuck they got it to do that, because that's well beyond your pay grade.
Yep.
There's like no kind of mechanisms that you can see that would be like a trigger or like a pull?
There looks like there's something here. If you go and inspect that area, what you would see is it looks like there is a small rectangular shape that's present there that does not seem to have... it's kind of like a small little divot of a rectangle.
Does it look like one of the forge keys?
It looks like a portion of a forge
Part
key.
of it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a full forge key.
And where was that? Can you ping it again? Sorry.
Here.
I think I was too zoomed in. Okay. Together.
Skull will pull out the forge key and look around for a platform.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, when you kind of look at the slot and kind of look at your forge key, and you start kind of like trying to line it up, you realize that the key would have to be broken apart for you to be able to put the piece that you think will fit into it. and this is specifically of the smaller of the keys, not the grand key.
Rex will be looking at the regenerating stone golem,
Mm-hmm.
and if anybody asks him or walks by him, he's out loud thinking to himself, "I need one of those."
Think I'd want to be regenerated all the time. That sounds exhausting.
Be useful though.
I guess so, yeah.
Well, I don't see one of those platforms.
Maybe there's one close by? Was
We're on the platform.
yeah.
Rex looks at you. We're on the platform.
No, they were like
Are you-
these gold platforms.
Are you holding the key out?
Yeah.
So Rex, you see a key, and I just want to reiterate what Rex said when you talked about it last, because this would be something that is fresh in your memory. Rex said, "Yeah, they don't let me touch those because I was always breaking them apart."
Oh.
You, when you break them, do they go back together, or...
They take them away from me when I break them, so I don't know.
I mean, you need to make
Do
it
you
work.
know what this does?
No. It breaks.
Do we need to turn this on for him to map?
I mean, his friends went this way, I think. That's what you said, right?
Yeah, last I saw they were on this thing when it was moving, and I was getting the golem away from them.
My keys.
You're starting to sound like that demon guy on the mountain.
That's very rude, Ronnie. That's...
I'm just making an observation, sorry.
So we'll hold out a key towards Rex.
The lesser key.
Yeah.
Okay, Rex, you get handed it. You go, "Oh."
Yeah, I break it.
Immediately breaking.
I would say, like, when he does, you see him kind of pull them apart, and what you're realizing is like there's a level of like connectivity to them that's similar to the golem, right? And when he pulls, he seems to break that resistance force, and then it all comes piling down, pieces falling apart, and he's holding two pieces. I'm assuming this is the 5 shard key, right?
I had a 3, a 5, and a 7.
So you
I
had
don't
the 3.
remember which one.
So he pulls the 3 apart, takes 2 pieces, the 2 larger pieces, and then another piece kind of falls to the floor with like a clink, clink, clink.
Now what?
I guess we take that piece and put it in the divot.
You take the piece that Rex broke off and you place it into the divot. When it enters into that space, you see it kind of illuminate green, and this actually comes to your like immediately kind of like very confusing, because the green glow to it, it doesn't appear to be something external. It appears that the metal of the forge key is glowing now. Like, it itself is green and always has been. It's just such a dark shade that you haven't been able to tell that. When it activates in this way, Tremaine, are you on the landing platform or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries,
I'm
I just
with
wanted to
them.
make sure.
I am with them.
I didn't know if you were holding
Otherwise,
back,
we're
keeping
gonna have
vigilant.
a quick launch.
No.
Ring
We
of
were-
jumping.
We
and-
were gonna have a very cool moment where he got to use his
It would have
ring
been a
of jumping.
thing.
But
No, I'm with them.
this platform starts descending at an angle,
Oh.
and it's slow at first, but it picks up pace, and you start moving relatively
cool.
quickly down this shaft. As you're doing so, the walls are bland, this passage is boring, nothing's really happening, but up ahead in the distance you can see a very large blue triangle, and as you get closer to it, Like it looks like you're going to pass through it. It starts to spin like the other ones did.
Oh.
What would
If I
you like
cast Featherfall on Rennie while we're descending because she disrespected me.
Ah! She breaks off from the platform. Is that what you're thinking is going to happen? Because she's connected to a floor. I mean, she is technically falling. I don't know how that works. Oh my god, if you cast Featherfall on somebody inside of an elevator, do they immediately become ceiling? like,
Yeah, right.
Great.
like they get domed by the ceiling? That's hilarious. Oh,
That would be so mean.
These are the type of questions I would find the answer to if I retired to the academy.
If I cast Featherfall on someone in an elevator, what happens?
It's like somebody jumping in a moving van, right? Like
Yeah, you sure?
It looks
You're gonna
like
get
someone
smacked.
asked this question about 4 years ago on D&D Beyond. Okay, great.
Of course they did.
I'm glad that I was about to say, holy shit, that is a novel idea. Still, to me, that's insane. But no, I'm not going to say that it would work like that, just to spare Elizabeth from more trauma of falling.
I didn't say I was gonna do it. I'm just wondering
You're thinking
aloud. Yeah,
You want to do it. You want to do it.
Fair.
Were
Are we
those-
doing
thought
anything
experiment.
about...
You were just being very selfish with that key.
I'm going to go...
Just saying.
I'm gonna go one by onesies and ask if you're doing anything before blue lights time. So Tom, while contemplating potential demise of Ronnie for disrespect, what else are you doing?
So there's a giant blue triangle
glyph, and it looks like it's starting to spin. Yeah.
with Arcana or otherwise. Can I identify if it's pretty much identical to the
Yeah, go
golem?
ahead.
Slowest?
Go ahead and make an
Gonna slow us?
Arcana roll. So what you are able to tell with that 14 is that so far as to say, the thing that appeared on its head caused a temporal delay, caused time to revert or slow. And then when you saw it at the golem, it appeared to be pulling the creature back together through some sort of like rewinding.
Mhm.
Based on the way that it's spinning, it looks like it is also going in a backwards kind of motion counterclockwise. So your presumption is that it's going to be some form of like rewind or delaying to all parties who pass through it.
It's like the braking system.
Yeah, just that be ready for more time trouble. I don't have anything that I'm gonna do preemptively.
Okay.
Okay.
What about you, Tremaine?
I am just looking about.
No defensive measures, no like.
I mean, I guess I would. If I wouldn't. Would Soul tell us what he thinks about
think, yeah.
what they think? Yeah.
Just that might need to be ready for more time.
Well, okay.
Displacement.
Well, in Termine's brain, he's thinking that maybe this is what's going to slow the thing down, just because he saw slow. So he's going to sort of put his shield up and he's going to sort of get down on his haunches a little bit to steady himself.
This mind of Termine.
Kind of her mind.
Renaming the whole brand.
love
Elizabeth, is
it.
Ronnie doing anything?
She's gonna try and like, I don't think that there's anything she really can do, but like brace herself. I didn't call you the golem. I was talking about the demon guy back on the mound.
What?
Jeez.
Oh, got you. I understand what you're saying. Nothing. Okay. And then Rex, last but not least, probably the least.
Yeah. This thing's going pretty fast, right?
Yeah, I'd say it's going at a good 30 miles per hour.
Who looks the squishiest in the party?
Soul, for sure.
Yeah, me by like a 3-1 margin, I think.
Yeah.
Rex is gonna go over to Soul and he's gonna kind of give you a hug and be like, "I'll take the fall damage for you."
The what now?
I don't know if this thing stops, so I'll take the damage for you.
This is nice.
I feel like Arya and Ronnie are kind of like clinging to each other a little bit.
So as it
Or
connects,
at least Ronnie is to Arya.
as it connects with the blue light, you would see that the world around you just starts to like move extremely slowly. It's moving so slowly that your eyes are registering a person being in one place and a new place at the same time. As you look at Termaine, Ronnie, you would see Termaine like off shifted, like 10 feet and kind of diagonal upwards. This does not appear to be happening with anything besides people. There's this very strange shifting of everyone as they're moving through space. You'd
I
also
look at the soul and say, "Oh, we're taking double damage."
you'd also realize, like, as Rex says, whatever Rex says in a parlance that's not gamified, it's very. If you've ever seen Star Trek: The Motion Picture, it's like when they went through the wormhole. Oh God, I'm 1,000 years old. It's very delayed and slowed, and it's very crushed. Audio and visual is just crushed. I need everyone on the docket to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Rad.
Roll
Nice.
great.
20
did it.
for
We did
Ronnie.
I'm using the thing again.
No,
Oh wait.
it
Oh
was
wait.
20
no, that
for
was...
Tremaine. I'm sorry, you got a 3,
No,
dear.
it's okay. I got a 3. It popped up like right. Yours popped up right after
Yeah.
I clicked.
We see what we
So I
want to
got a-
see, right?
So
Yeah.
you
Damn.
didn't suffer through the temporal magic, but there seems to be something about just your nature that seems to be resistant to this effect. Like, it's familiar. You don't know why, but it's not like causing you any kind of physical malady. And Termaine, you suffered this effect earlier when you were fighting the golem, and you kind of have built a stomach for it in this even like further kind of like drawn out format of it. But the rest of you don't seem to hold up as well. And as this thing speeds slash crawls slash doing all of those at once, moves through this passageway, you don't know whether you're going or reverting back to, or if something about space itself is wrong, but you become quite queasy. You gain the poison condition. This poison condition will last for 1 hour. You are sickened, is the actual terminology I would use. And during the process of the travel, or at the end of it, your choice, you throw up.
Oh, it's Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday game!
Oh,
delete
because
that,
if
yeah.
you all throw up, that's gonna make me throw up.
Bleh.
Ultimately, the thing comes to rest, and those who pass the checks would actually see it docked, whereas everyone else would be, it isn't docked, and then it is docked. Like, it's a very kind of just, oh, okay.
I know it's a braking system. Tremaine was saying.
Since I'm holding soul, do I throw up on them?
Your call.
I would say no. I'd dodge it a little bit.
Okay. Kind of like slowly.
I will very helpfully use prestidigitation to clean you up afterwards.
Thank you. And then like this is why I hate magic.
The time reverts back to normalcy. You are still sickened, though. Your gutty works are just absolutely like topsy-turvy. And as you land into this place, this cradle at the bottom of this kind of long, drawn-out space, there's a massive wall in front of you. And it looks like, similar to outside, just a series of kind of geometric shapes that are kind of very just haphazardly tossed onto one another. It looks like there might be a purpose, but it's definitely beyond you as to why it's been cut this way. I would say, too, for Sol and Arya, they're probably kind of looking back at each other and reflecting back on the strange structure with the Rumai symbol, the Rumai pillar. It's a very similar architecture to that. There is a path that leads to the east, and there is a path that leads to the west. There are two large circular platforms, and set above them, about 5 feet, are blue line lights that are kind of just floating in the air, independent of themselves. It's very easy to tell from this distance that they appear to be floating triangles set over top of the space. They're currently blue.
Does blue equal time, Soul?
At least here.
Damn. Okay.
I don't want to ever write that again.
As far as like color spectrum, Soul, since you do have magic trained, blue is abjuration typically.
So, left to right.
I don't know.
I mean, which way did your friends normally go?
I just followed them.
I just followed that. Oh, so good.
I mean, west has been a pretty good direction, but I don't know. I'm dizzy.
West it is.
Okay, so west would be left of the map.
This way, yeah.
Got it. So as you kind of make your way on this bridge over to the tunnel space, it kind of goes wide and then narrows. I would say that for you folks, it's very similar to the narrowing kind of hallway at the Temple Bastion. How it kind of like narrowed in and kind of focused in on a specific point and door. The door at the end appears to have a strange metal grating at it just before it kind of ramps down slightly. Not a massive ramp, just a very low kind of decline, right? And out of that grate comes a kind of bright blue-ish, kind of like green, aqua-colored fluid that looks like the crispest, like ocean water you've ever seen. It narrows.
This is just Baja Blast.
It is Baja Blast. It was actually Baja Blast the whole time. This place is powered by Baja Blast.
Fucking knew it.
But I'm assuming that there's a marching order. Who is first?
You both took a drink of Baja Blast.
Or powered by Baja Blast was like the
Yeah,
Axiam.
sorry, all I got is a Diet Dr.
Heck yeah.
Pepper.
You know, it's fine. This isn't the Diet Dr. Pepper room. That's another place in the Axiom. Who's first? Who's going first? Is it Rex or Termaine? Rex looks pretty beat up.
Termaine would go first.
Okay. And then let's go Rex after that. That fair?
Yeah.
And then we're going Ronnie.
Sure.
And then we're going Soul. And then we'll go Arya.
Arya?
And to the back with you. And then move to the right. Ooh, this one's going to be clunky, I think. We'll see. So, Termaine, as you come down to the bottom of the waterway, the depth of the water at the basin here is only about 3-4 inches. There appears to be kind of a weird greenish material that has pooled in a couple of locations at the basin here, at the bottom. To the left, you see a very strange-looking metal door. The door looks like... Remember the chrome room? The hallway? It looks like a bunch of just metal, jagged blade parts that have kind of come together. And these are not made out of like a silvery metal. They are instead like a jeweler's brass or gold color. And that's this door here.
Okay.
It's very
And-
alien, very strange. It doesn't look like, or it looks like the bottom of the door is just high enough to be out of the water.
What the heck is this?
Sure.
Over here.
As you come around the corner, you would see what appear to be freestanding doors, just like the one we just talked about, except they have kind of like a rounded top, an archway at the top. In the center of those other doors, you can see that there's kind of an opening that's round and kind of able to be seen through. Out jutting from the wall is a very strange looking metal like claw, and settled inside of the middle of that is a perfectly bright blue and seems to be illuminating the space as such crystal. As you step adjacent to that door, it opens mechanically with a whoosh sound. Inside of the room beyond, as you kind of, what the fuck? You would see a very similar light to the one just inside this room, and a floor just again up out of the water, like a 4-inch little step that does not appear to be covered in the fluid you've been walking around in.
Okay. This is interesting. I'm just going to step into here.
Okay.
And I'm going to examine this item up here.
Yeah, as you look at it, you look to the left and the right, and you see two kind of structures that look like people. I would say that they look very similar to the weird coffins that you saw inside of the research lab, if you recall those. Hanging from the bottom of the crystal, mounted on the wall, there appears to be a chain and a key, a silver key. Also attached to that is a white tassel.
Attached to the chain or attached to the chain with a key on it?
Yeah, it's just like a chain, key, white tassel.
Okay.
Didn't we see something with a white tassel before? Am I
like we did.
hallucinating that?
It's a common and prominent thing. I'm not going to mention too much because
it's our responsibility.
It's like the elf arrows.
Yeah, that's what it was.
As I would know as an elf, clearly, of the three of them.
Oh, shut up. Don't you lecture us about being elves.
Do you take the key? Does anybody else go into the room?
So I would just be watching it.
I'll go into the room.
Yeah, no, I guess I'll take the key. Sure.
Okay. Arya, Rex, staying outside, right?
Yeah, I'm just kind of
Watch
keeping
as
guard
Tremaine
outside the door.
disappears.
The door slams shut as the key is removed from it, and you would see that the two structures on the side break open mechanically, kind of the pieces sharding off to the sides, and outstepping from them come two squishers.
Oh, perfect.
These guys again.
Oh, sorry. You're new here. Let me explain. A squisher is something that exists. Hold on, let me find the bestiary. Well, they haven't seen it outside of it because they have yet to pop one, but this is a squisher. It is a man-shaped thing that appears to be wearing kind of like a plasticine kind of raincoat and pants with like rubber gloves, rubber around the side of its face, and a mask. And the eyes seem to kind of like have some sort of fluid inside of them if you look really close. And of course, a yellow hard hat.
I put the key back.
Doesn't matter, it's game time.
Shit.
Rad.
See, what you gotta do is, you gotta go with no remorse. Live like... Oh, that's the wrong one. Do I not have... Wait, hold on. Yay, okay. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. Okay. Initiative table. Combat music.
Finally.
Do I need to put Arya on there?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm assuming Rex is going to, seeing the door close, panic and try to get the door open. I'm just,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I'm like, he is playing this character so Brent coded, and I love it. It is perfect. He is. Ah!
This door's opening, hopefully.
This door is-
Yeah, Tremaine would yell through the door, Rex, I think there's a cursed item in here.
Yeah, that'll get him.
Yeah.
And then he's in there. Descending. You wouldn't have been caught out guard because they took some time to get out of their box. But Ronnie, you're first. You see them, and they come out. They look like they're getting ready to play. As they kind of pull their hands out, and you see them, you would see that they appear to be holding cords. Kind of, it's almost like a bundle of rope that they're pulling taut, or like a
Oh, cords. I thought you said boards.
almost like an electrical cord. Like someone took like a wrapped electrical cord and is just pulling at the loop of it.
Yeah.
Um,
We're gonna pop off a.
Pop off.
Yeah, we're gonna pop off a hunter's mark. And wait, that one, and put it on this one,
okay.
and then pew.
Oh, they're just
pew.
looking at the people. The guy. Sorry, this is the fight. Boom, boom. Oh wow. Okay. Ooh, that's very, very interesting. Give me the damage on these two.
13 and 10. 23.
That'll do it. So as you kind of slam that first arrow in, it kind of hits the shoulder, and you watch it drag through the plastic coat and slam into the wall. But it tears in such a way it seems to pull the panel of it off, and then the second shot hits at around the neck area, causing the mask to flip back. When that happens, you watch as these tendrils of goo kind of slap out of it, and then pulling up out of the body comes this mass of just... It looks like this.
What? Oh, Jesus.
A single eye kind of like flooding your field of vision as it pulls itself out of the space. And bam. The coat
What
just
did I do?
The coat just kind of falls to the ground, empty, no longer holding the
You made it worse.
actual squisher. Ronnie, done. Rex, go ahead and make an
Trying to get
athletics
that door
check.
open.
Rip
Yep.
that door out.
Here's Johnny.
Yeah, so with that, you're definitely not getting through.
No.
You kind of are trying to grasp it, and you're kind of like pulling at it, and you're just not able to find like leverage to kind of get a good pull. Looking at it, it's kind of made out of fragments of metal that are kind of bird-like in a sense, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So as you kind of finagle with that, what's your next move?
Let's see here.
You have no more actions, just kind of readying for the next turn, I mean.
I got you. Yeah, Rex is kind of looking down at his hand because he's remembering the magic item he has.
Oh, yeah.
But he's going to pick his hammer up as well.
Okay, cool. Is that a bonus action for that magic item?
Let me check.
I'm a little worried.
No, it's a magic action.
Magic action. Cool. Well, yeah, that will definitely work. That will... Termaine.
Yep. We're gonna bonus action Shield of Faith. That's my last first level spell slot. Gonna move over here, right here actually, right here, and attack it with my longsword. $11,
Yeah,
18.
Hit.
So damage is 5, and then 7, and sap.
Okay, so hold on. With your first attack, you kind of raise the blade and kind of swoop it down and cut straight into it. As you kind of cut for the eye, you hit and kind of cleave the eye in two. When the eye splits in half, you watch as it forms into two separate eyes, and then the cut causes it to kind of pull itself apart into two separate forms. So your second attack would be against which one?
Looking at them, do they both look equally
Identical.
damaged?
They look
Damaged?
identical.
Fucking bullshit. I'm gonna attack this one because this is the one that Ronnie and Saul have a better shot on.
Okay.
That'll be action economy.
Rip.
There's more. Are they smaller?
Yeah, slightly.
Okay.
So that would hit. Right. My brain's doing.
So I did two attacks.
Yep.
I did 2 attacks. I used my bonus action already for Shield of Faith, and that's it.
So you would watch as you kind of like slash the first one, cut it clean in two, and then bring the blade towards the new one and slam into it. You kind of cut directly across the center of it, and again, it cuts in half, and you watch the top half kind of fall to the ground, and a new other one appears.
There's more of them. Oh,
And you're kind of
God.
swinging the sword, and it's just this black masses of tentacles kind of start
I'm
writhing.
making it worse.
Yes, apparently. I forgot to take the Squisher's turn, and I also forgot to have Soul do anything. Wait, am I crazy?
It hasn't come to the
No, it
Squisher's
hasn't.
turn yet. I'm on 20
Yeah.
and they're on 2.
Oh, we
Yeah.
are way at the top. Okay, crazy. Soul,
Look at it.
you're-
Yeah, and I was third.
Soul, you're
I was
up now.
third at 20.
Soul, you're up now. I get it. My brain did it real dumb.
Nope.
You're up.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Slow
I-
your roll. You'll
I
get to
did-
kill us eventually.
I did measure the room, and there
Perfect.
is one safe spot. But no,
Are
I
you in
won't.
it? Are you in it?
No, not if I sneak behind Ronnie over here. Then
oh,
I'm fine.
then yeah.
Oh
Okay.
no!
Sorry, everybody.
Boom!
Sorcerer's got to cast Fireball.
You know what?
I
At least we'd go together.
I will Sorceress Burst with fire.
Okay. And
16?
it's against which target? That one.
Oh, yeah.
16 will hit.
8 fire.
You said fire damage.
I
Does
mean, I
not-
gotta see if it's effective, because then if it is, then I can
does
blow the
not
whole room
appear
up.
to be very effective.
But it didn't make a new one.
Correct.
That sounds like an argument in favor of
Oh,
Fireball.
I'm gonna pause for a second too. Oh, he stepped away. The other thing you would note is the sword cutting through them. It doesn't look like it's decreasing the amount of goo, nor does it look like it's harming the goo in any meaningful way.
No.
All it's doing is dividing it. That's all the slashing is doing.
Okay.
Okay. Arya is going to help action. I know I'm driving
Yeah.
for her here, but help action for Rex to see if he can get this door open. Then it's Squisher
She's
time.
like giving him hints and tricks and
Or just getting in there with her fucking hands, because
like, let me do it.
Arya
I'll
don't
do
fuck
it
around.
myself.
I'm gonna beat the crap out of Andy. He stepped away. I feel bad.
You just want to do it.
I'll
in
probably
front of his
feel
face.
better
I get
after
it.
I do beat him up, but like, oh, currently got a 20.
There he is.
24, I think, we should've
24
faced
AC.
it.
Yeah.
Now you can beat him up. Andy, John's gonna beat you up.
Wait, his AC can't be 24, can it?
He did Shield of Faith.
Muted, Andy.
Yeah. Does he have plate mail?
Still muted.
Still muted.
I said, yes, it is 24. Don't give me a hard time about that.
Oh,
You gave that all to me.
I will give you a hard time. That's what
You
DMs
gave me
do.
all that.
Anyway, punching the shit out of you with these guys. They
Go
have
ahead.
a tactic, so they have advantage on the attacks.
Yeah, fuck.
So first one will miss, second one will hit, and third one will hit as well.
Really?
Yeah, advantage is super big when you're rolling with a +7.
Alright.
That said,
Yeah.
the damage on these is going to be not as bad as it could have been if they were still in their suits, but really bad. So it's going to be.
Oh, so wait, could I just say something though?
Mhm.
They had one of them at least had disadvantage on his next.
No, they didn't
wait.
take any damage from your attacks, my guy. They just split in half.
No, it's not about taking damage. It's about hitting a creature.
Oh, for sap.
Yeah.
Okay. So disadvantage would have made the first one normal, and so yeah, it was a miss. So
Okay.
yeah, even with advantage. So like I would have definitely failed
Okay.
that one with that. That said, the first amount of damage is 5 bludgeoning and 10 acid. The second amount of damage is 9 bludgeoning and 19 acid.
So what's that total?
9 and 9 is 28. 28 plus 15. 30, 43.
Okay. I'm still standing, but barely.
And I want to make sure I stress the slashing as you kind of finish those 2 attacks.
Oh
was-
yeah, I'm not gonna do that anymore.
Yeah, it didn't even do
That was-
it didn't even do hit point damage, is what I'm trying to stress. Like you
Yeah,
didn't even
no,
wound it.
yeah. I just fucked myself up real bad.
Ronnie,
It's okay. We're learning lessons.
the other one comes around and runs, and I want to make sure you understand how goofy and cartoon-like these guys look. Okay, they are in rubber suits, and instead of like running like a normal person, have you ever played that game where like it's like an online game? It was like a flash game or whatever. It was like you press Q and whatever to like make the guy run,
mhm.
but
Quap.
yeah,
Oh,
quap,
fall flat
quap.
kind of thing.
Quap, right? So like it's that. They're just like running towards you. They're not walking. They seem to be enraged. So it kind of like flops over to you with the lightning thing, and will slap that at you. Once. It only gets 1 attack. That'll work though.
On me though? On me?
No, Ronnie.
No, on me.
Oh, Ronnie. Oh no.
So Ronnie, I want to make sure you understand
Mhm.
how this works. It's going to be a
That
total
you're
of
not bullying me.
10 bludgeoning damage and 46 lightning damage. However, if a character is reduced to 0 hit points by this attack,
Yeah.
they are instead not
Dead.
dying and are paralyzed. You are stun shocked out.
Okay.
Paralyzed for 1 hour.
Second time,
It's
baby.
the same damage. Do you want me to do it to Soul real quick? I'm
No,
gonna. I mean, I'm
it's
gonna.
fine. I'll take it.
So, Ronnie, on your turn, there's no death saving throw. You are simply
Right.
unconscious.
I'm just.
Yeah.
Yep. Just like the time I got.
Sorry, I read this
phase
wrong.
Spidered,
I read this wrong.
I
Apologies.
am dead.
You are not. You are not paralyzed. I apologize. It
I do have to do it
paralyzes you on a con save if you're not knocked unconscious by the attack.
So I do need to roll a death save.
No. You're still only reduced to 0 hit points. It does not set
Oh,
the dying
okay.
condition.
Okay, so I'm not dying.
Yeah, the point of this is detainment.
But I'm also not paralyzed.
Right. The point of this is detainment. The lethal
Okay.
part is if you get it out of its box. Ronnie, that would be it for you. Rex, you have advantage on this athletics check. Anything else you want to jump into it to try and get yourself through? The hallway looked like it was narrow, but you could fit in it if you were squeezing in a large size. I don't know if you have. I don't think you have another use of that.
No, it's done. Yeah, Rex will look at his ring, and kind of remembering what he was explained it does, he's gonna point at the door and say break.
Okay. And so you'll use the Ring of the Ram. Go ahead and throw its attack.
Okay.
And that will hit a door. Go ahead and let's see the damage. Okay, so sufficient. That will blow the door out entirely. So it causes all the pieces to fly to the ground. When the metal hits the floor, similar to the bird, it just kind of becomes puddles. But unlike the bird, the metal doesn't start moving towards a location. That was your action. You still have movement and bonus actions. You would see Ronnie lying on the ground after being zapped by the weird lightning cords.
This
yeah,
looks like a very normal position for everyone else. Her just like
Very Jonah.
Actually, she's probably like in the Peter Griffin pose.
To be fair, Soul was like, if you look at this this position, right, and you look straight out, Soul was kind of hiding in a corner. So I'm sorry I targeted you, but
that wasn't an accident.
Termaine ran away from the door. I'm sorry, okay? Rex is probably like, "Where's your tank? What's he doing over there in the corner? Does he know how to tank?"
I went, oh look, a corner.
Yeah, Rex will step over Ronnie and kind of step in here next to the suited guy.
Okay. Termaine, you are bogged down in a corner with the squishers.
Yes, I love that, right?
And the one weapon you're wielding, they will ignore.
Is a shitty weapon, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is...
And these are not all marked. Oh no, they are all marked. That's interesting. They're still technically the same creature. That's hilarious.
I'm going to take the disengage action.
Okay.
I'm gonna move here. And as a bonus action, great, I'm going to pump all of my remaining 17
You are Ronnie.
hands into myself.
Okay.
Oh, is Ronnie down?
Ronnie's down, yeah.
So I can't split it up between
you gotta
us?
do one target per bonus action. So you can split it up, but you have to do it sequentially.
Yeah, okay. Fudge sickles. Yep. Okay, so we're going to give half to Ronnie, so she will have 8.
Okay. So
Aw,
as discussed,
thanks.
that will be based on the wording here. The zap will not keep you. Sorry, 8. The zap will not. Because the death saving throws. You have to succeed on all your death saving throws. So you just need to stop being dying. Somehow.
But that's happened through the healing, right?
No. I'm talking to Ronnie or talking to Elizabeth rather about her
Yeah.
sheet. Yeah, it won't let you gain hit points until you get rid of death saving throws. So stop dying.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I said I was grabbing a different drink.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I missed that part. I am a horrible friend and DM.
It's in writing. It's right there.
Oh, right underneath Peter Griffin. Okay.
Yeah.
We all know
Um,
John never learned to read.
The
I
thing
typically
too
don't look
is
at
that I
Discord.
can just do 8.
You can't. You have to stop dying for hit
Really?
points to come back. Yeah.
Oh,
So figure out how
I
to make it
stabilize.
not be dying, and then you
I can just hit stabilize.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And then you can put the hit points in. Cool.
Yeah.
So
Oh, well.
now's the time to fire.
Yeah, I mean, that'll get everybody and everything. Well, Arya's not in here, so that, that
Unfortunately, yeah. The
that is a
only
loose thread.
the only place you could detonate it, like centering, would be this back corner to hit all 3 of these, like the furthest away.
Yeah.
And that would create a situation where Termaine, the Squisher, and Rex would be, because it's 20 foot
And Ronnie.
diameter. No, Ronnie's. If you center it in that corner, it will only create like a crescent of a fireball. Oh no. Yeah. No shit. You're fucked.
Yeah.
I measured very closely.
Sorry.
Tom knows what he's doing.
Fair.
Well, I guess I am gonna keep pot-shotting at the pile
Do
of
what
tentacles.
you must.
Yeah, do what you
Okay.
need to do. I mean, I only have like
Does Spell Sniper stop
Very
you
few.
from having disadvantage in close combat?
Yes, and it ignores cover.
Okay.
I can link it here.
No worries. Yeah, I trust you. Oh, that works too.
13.
13 to hit, and which is your target? That one.
That one.
That'll work. Damage.
And we're gonna let's do thunder.
Okay. It is not or it is not resistant or immune to that. So it'll take 6.
Yay!
Basically, as you kind of like cause the burst and it creates like a doom like sound, you would see like bits of it kind of flying off, tentacles kind of splashing on the ground. There's like a sizzle pop to them as they touch the metal, but it doesn't really leave any lasting kind of trace of them. They just kind of like the metal that fell out of the door. They just become nice little slick puddles. Soul done. Aria up. Pop in.
Yeah.
So anyway, she started blasting.
So
Anyway.
we cast Hex as a bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
and then where'd it go? There it is. She has so many spells.
And she only
Look at that. Look at that, though.
27.
Look at that.
Are we focusing here?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me the damage on that one. That will
Well-
obliterate that small version.
Can then I
Shift, yep.
move my focus to that one?
So damage on that one.
12.
That'll kill that one as well. Okay.
And then she heroically pops back behind cover.
Alright. This one here
It feels like something she should do.
will fly in this way and slap at Termaine. They do not have pack tactics here, so it'll bounce off your shield. Kind of catch
Alright.
the pod in the air. The other guy will turn and look towards Rex for a second, and then like the strange gas mask kind of shifts back over to the wizards and looks at Soul, pops the cords. You can hear the lightning cackle, and then kind of brings it forward
Get
to
the
smack.
sentinel attack it.
Yep. That'll hit. Alright.
Well, button.
Not enough damage in one to cause it to pop. So pod attack.
Right.
16 to hit Soul.
Yes, and I think that is just outside of shield range. So
You have 11 AC?
Yeah.
Yeah, 16 would be on the nose if you popped it, so don't. Okay, so that will be. I'm just going to tell you, looking at your hit point total.
Yeah,
It hits.
I'm
Massive lightning pop, you fall to the ground unconscious.
Been there. Sucks.
fine. I can nap finally.
Right.
Ronnie, you are conscious.
Yes.
Your body feels like achy, like it feels like that lightning pop kind of just turned you off completely, and as you're kind of like jostled back from the curing magic, you can act at your pleasure.
We're gonna from the ground. Wait, does that give me disadvantage?
If you're firing a ranged weapon, no.
No.
If you're attacking with a melee weapon, yes.
Let me double check this.
Range, good for you to be prone,
Spell
bad for your
attack.
target to be prone.
Right. I was gonna do produce flame.
Okay. Yeah, if it's a range attack, it's going to have disadvantage unless you have spell sniper.
I don't.
Okay. You can just
That's
stand as your
fine.
move, though.
Yeah. I'll do that. So
Okay.
I'll get up. Oh, thank you.
Mhm.
I didn't have to close my sheet.
Who you chucking the fire at?
The squisher that's like right in front of.
The one that's suited. Okay.
Yeah.
That will hit. They do not seem to be very dexterous or maneuverable. So as you kind of like bring the flame up and it's like not even looking at you and you throw it, there's no response.
Right.
It just
Yeah. And I don't. Do I? Oh, could I have? Wait, no, I can't.
Well, don't worry about
Shit.
rolling damage. So as you hit it with the fire, you watch the fire kind of streak across its frame and kind of break apart. And you would notice that it doesn't seem to penetrate. Its immunities and resistances are different based on whether it's in the suit or not.
Right. That's fair.
Ronnie done. Rex up.
Yes.
All right. I'll be 60 if I recharge my thing. Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna swing on him.
That'll work. That'll work. That will not work. Let me see the damage on those two.
Let me my 4d6.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna break. Okay. 19, 29, 36. Bear with me here. So as you come at it and kind of like smashing into it with your hammer, you hit the helmet, it pops it off, and you see a tentacle kind of pop out. You smash it in the face, it breaks the gas mask, kind of shatters it apart, causing more tentacles to like lash out and pull upwards. Kind of peels up, and the suit kind of like splits in half, like a person just being like rented in two as the splashes in front of you.
All right. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. Oh, I forgot about this trait with Termaine. Termaine didn't do damage to them. Never mind.
Nope.
Termaine, speaking of, you're up.
Yep. I'm going to 15. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna use the remainder of Lay on Hands of myself as a bonus action.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use one of my channel divinities. No, I'm not going to use. You know what? I'm not going to put Lay on Hands on myself. Change that because that is a bonus action, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use channel divinity. Let's see if this works. Hello. What is happening here? It's a magic action. You can spend use of one of your channel divinities to conjure spectral vines around nearby creatures. Each creature of your choice that you see within 15 feet must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained for 1 minute. Restrained creature repeats the save at the end of its turn, ending the effect on itself on a success.
Okay.
So
Strength saving
obviously,
throw.
these two, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Success. Success. I got a 17 and a 21.
Okay, doke.
Damn.
Had to try. Not much
Yeah.
else I could do.
Yeah, the vines for flavor kind of like come up and grasp into them, and their acidic form causes the vines to kind of just immediately start kind of fraying and dissipating.
Got it.
So, and you bonus action dump to heal into yourself, Charmaine?
I use the bonus action for. Oh, you know what? My action is dodge. Since I used the
Your
bonus
action
action.
was Nature's Wrath.
No, it's a bonus action.
As a
Oh, it's a
magic action.
Oh, it's a magic action.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can bonus action dump Lay on Hands into yourself.
Yeah.
Nature's
Okay.
Wrath.
I was confused about that. Yeah. So I'm gonna put the rest of mine
No problem.
there. Okay. There we go.
You got
Yep.
there. So Soul.
I am just down, right?
You bet. Yeah, there's no death saving throws. Correct. Arya is up.
I believe the move. Sorry, I was having trouble with the character sheet. Is to pop in again and then
Pop.
yeah. Where the fuck it go? Oh, there it is. Boop boop.
Both hit. And we're attacking the one straight in the head, right?
Yeah, this
Cool.
one.
Yep. I'll see that damage. It's going to be minus the 4 because there's no hex here.
Oh, oops.
Actually, it's not your character. You applied hex before attacking. It's fine. Go ahead with the second damage.
Okay. 20.
Okay. So it will burst and dissolve. I need dexterity saving throws from Ronnie, Termaine, and Rex. DC's 13.
We made it. Looks like we made it. Oh,
Still
no,
a bit groggy
Ronnie.
from the
Sorry.
being paralyzed or being knocked unconscious. You kind of try to move from it as it's like, but you fail. You're going to take a total of 4 acid damage. Okay, and that would be this one. When this one dies, and that being the total of it, this metal sarcophagus or coffin or person-shaped thing slams shut. It was left open when it came out. Once the squisher is dead, it slams shut. It'll go to the last remaining squisher who is focused on Termaine, and it will attack.
Sentinel.
Go for it.
Thank you.
What's the damage? Okay,
11.
so as it kind of rushes forward, Termaine, you see Rex come in with a hammer and kind of like guardedly bring the shield in as well and hit it. It's going to do 2 things. So first, it's going to corrosive form you. So you're going to take 4 points of acid damage, Rex.
Right.
Rex, not Termaine. And then it's going to pop dexterity saving throws.
So another dexterity saving throw?
Correct. Yeah. Each time these guys die,
Got
they
it.
pop. Yep.
But not from Ronnie or Soul.
Right. You're not within 5 feet.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep. Good question. Yeah, 13 was a DC, so it splashes. You're expecting it this time. You back away, shields up, some spattering against it, and you kind of like hold off, but they appear to be dead. The second that one dies, the one that it came out of, the artifice, slam shut. And I'll go ahead and remove these blobs for you here.
I believe Shisho in this moment would say, ugh.
Yeah, there would definitely be a sign of disgust. This is definitely the first time that you've seen the squishers, like, in their loose form. Yeah, you were right to avoid the army of them back in the research lab.
Can we rest here? Termaine says. Maybe block this door.
Yeah, that would be
The
nice.
door has been rent asunder. Like, there is no door. If there was a door, there is no door.
No more door. Oh, that's all right, Rex. We had to get to us. No worries.
No more door? No more?
No more door.
No more door.
Get out of here.
Go and say, "Oh, hey, Arya, how you doing?" Yeah, it's good.
Hey.
This does not look like a suitable place to rest.
Got it. So
Um,
Tremaine is so banged up right now, and so is Ronnie.
You have the key on the chain with the white tassel.
Yeah. At least I got this.
yeah, that's cool.
Let's go over
And
here. Let's
anybody
go over
pick
here.
up the magic person?
Yeah, John,
Why
am I
is-
functional enough that I can
Hold on a
like
second.
drink one of my own healing potions, or
If someone puts healing into you, yes. Otherwise, you will remain unconscious for 1 hour and then regain 1 hit point. So
Oh,
someone-
I was gonna
Wait a
put
second.
a cure wounds on them.
I do think it's funny though. You're like looking down at because you're like semi-conscious. You're like looking down at your potion bottle on your belt. You're like, give me a drink.
Doing that little like.
thank you.
Why is that the case? Okay, hold on. I gotta fix this door real quick. It's being dumb.
You get 10.
There we go. And
And then I'm gonna put one on myself.
okay, so that door that you saw that looked like you could see through it, Andy, I think it was who moved up that way, or whoever moved up that way. It's actually
Over here.
closed. This door, yeah. And then there is another door over here as well. Inside of the little hallway there, what you see are 3 more, and also inside of this space, 2 more of those where the squishers were.
Yeah, I hate those guys.
They don't appear to be activating or doing anything, but it didn't seem like they activated or did anything preemptively. What you will notice is as you get closer to the light source, the gemstone thing, hanging from the bottom of it is a chain with a white tassel and a silver key.
Don't do that. Don't just don't do it, okay?
Okay.
Rex, get away from there, Rex.
He's kind of like,
I didn't pull
His
the
eye-
first one.
His iris is like in the center, like a dog or a cat, or like just getting bigger as he's looking at.
Shiny.
Okay,
It could probably sell for a lot.
it's silver, you guys. Um,
How
But,
about we
yeah.
go over here with the door that we? There's none of those things by.
so you would see that it's like the doors that are kind of free floating in the space there. They're kind of rounded at the top, and a little bit wider than the first door. And in the center, there's kind of a circular kind of space that is not just a bunch of barbs of metal that are kind of connected. Instead, sitting inside of that space is like a metal disc. It's kind of locked into the door, and in the center of it is a keyhole.
Oh, take out the silver key with the chain and the tassel,
Yeah.
and I use it in the hole.
You try and get it in there, and like many a times, I'm sure. What are you doing, baby cat?
Is he printing?
Okay, yeah, he is. But many a time,
Aw, good
I'm
for
sure,
him.
in your life, the key just isn't doing it. You can't get it all the way in. It's not clicking correctly. It is.
Okay, I'm not gonna break it. This doesn't work.
Do you want me to break it?
The door?
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know. Do we have anything else that before we do that? Do we have anything else that might open it?
I mean, there's that other key, but I don't really want to pull it.
No, it's probably the same key.
What about this other door down here?
But be careful because you mean down here?
Yeah.
Oh, these are the squishers.
Yeah, but there's over here too.
Okay. I mean,
kind of
as long as
everywhere.
we don't touch the key, maybe it'll be all right.
I don't know.
All right. Okay, you
You
go
walk
first.
over
Then.
to the other
you
door?
do it. You do it.
Tremaine the Brave hands his key over to his
Sure,
frail
fine.
sister. You want to do it? You do it. You fucking do it. If you go over to that space and use the key, is that what's happening?
Yeah.
It unlocks and it opens.
Oh, Jesus. See, you got it.
Inside is a narrow hallway. It looks like there is yet another door. The door in question is similar to the door you just passed through. However, it has a hole through its center instead of a key disc. And as you kind of approach it, you can see through the hole, and the door opens on your behalf.
Just by looking through it.
Yeah, just by stepping up to it, yeah. Inside of this space, you see 3 of the strange coffin squisher generators, 2 more in front of you, and it looks like there's a small little sub-passage like off to the side that literally just a dead end with more squisher holes in it. There are more of the weird doors kind of up ahead on the right.
Wow.
Yeah, and lying on the ground here on the floor, looks like it was just kind of discarded or hit the ground or like someone threw it and like, it ended up there, is a single dagger. Rex, you would recognize these daggers as the type of daggers that Jeremiah uses.
Yeah, I'll run over and grab it.
All right.
Who's Jeremiah?
Okay, this is
Full
the small tricky one. He's the leader. He uses these things. They're not very good though. Just beating stuff with a hammer works so much better.
Mm.
I lost my pencil. There it is.
Okay.
Well, at least we know that they came this way.
So what you'll note
Yeah.
too, I just want to make sure this is clear before you continue. Sorry, Brent.
Very good.
These door passageways are seemingly in a line, which kind of
Mhm.
draws the eye to the right side where there are 2 more squisher chambers. In between those 2 is a hole, and when you look at it, you realize that this hole goes all the way through. And you can kind of see a faint blue light at the end of this hole, leading you to believe that this goes back to the Baja Blast room.
Oh.
As Rex picks up the dagger, he goes, "Has anybody been writing this on a map?"
Yeah, I've been journaling it, kind of.
Okay, thank you.
I have been. I have it.
She holds it up and it looks better than you can do.
That's perfect.
You're gonna go far in this dungeon. That's what's gonna happen. So Termaine, as you kind of pass by these strange, like free floating doors,
Mhm.
you would see that on the right side there appears to be a narrow hallway that ends in a cave-in.
Mhm.
On the left side, it looks like another long hallway. And then moving on, you can see that the Baja Blast seems to be kind of present on the floor, and there's like a
Mhm.
slight gradation to the floor down towards the northern wall. There's another light source. There's a light source that Soul is now passing by, and the two of you would kind of look at them reflexively and would see that they both have keys hanging from them.
Okay. So this area here is the opening of a cave, or is it a cave in?
Cave in.
Okay. Okay. Well, it kind of looks like either we're going up here or going this way. This is kind of a tight squeeze, though, right?
It's 5 foot wide. The little
it's
things
5
on the side they're just kind of like embellishments.
They're
on
more
the
decorative.
floor. Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm feeling this way.
Okay. So you would see that these two here are very much similar, but then when you come around the corner and stop here, this one is different. It looks slightly more filled with chrome parts, chrome metal parts. And as you come around that corner, it starts to slowly open.
Move backwards.
Okay.
Oh, no. We don't want to go that way.
So if you kind of pull away, you would hear what sounds like metal feet kind of stepping out onto the floor.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't seem like they tail you as you kind of run away towards
I think there's one this way.
Rex's big strong arms.
And it's metal. Yes, Rex.
Oh, I know a metal guy.
No, it's a metal squisher, I think.
Oh,
I'm not
they
sure.
come in metal too.
Like metal too.
That's even worse, right? That means
I
it's
could
not very.
break metal faster though.
You think so? Well, anyway, it's around the corner. I'm not sure we want to go fight another thing. I'm hurting. I don't know about you.
If you wait there for a couple of moments, after a fashion, you would hear what sounds like it reclosing.
Oh, looks like it went back inside. But I think just being nearby it will cause it to come out again. Up to you. There's a way to the north here. That's also another option. North and then the west. I mean,
Yeah, I guess
we're
we can wait to see if it's a friend or not till afterwards. Is this door open?
It's locked. It looks like it has the keyhole there, and then if you kind of move to the key that Ronnie has, and try and kind of finagle it, it doesn't seem to activate or do the key thing. Do you wish to inspect anything in particular about the door or the key?
Sure.
Okay. So as mentioned, there's a chain, the key itself, and a white tassel. Which of those three things would you like to look at and kind of offer some scrutiny to?
Probably the tassel.
Okay.
It seems the most out of place thing.
So you're kind of like moving your fingers around in it, kind of fiddling around. There seems to be like a solid metal core to it. And as you kind of start pulling the fur away from, or the string rather, or away from that metal piece, it kind of seems that there's a small little metal, not quite a disc, just like a small little metal flat. And looking at it, it appears to have a strange looking mark. Looking at the door, you can see that the arrangement of the weird like parts of the door seem to form a shape. The shape on your key and the shape on that door are different.
Okay. Yeah, Rex will look to the party and be like, this is a matching game, guys. I'm not good at these. And then I'll point it out to Soul since they're standing right there.
Handing the key over.
Yeah.
Relinquishing the responsibility. Soul, response. Oh, time might have stepped away. No worries. Or be muted.
Sorry, I'm back.
Okay. So you got handed a key and the responsibility of figuring it out. Did you hear the part about the tassel?
I did hear that there was a symbol, but I didn't connect it to the door yet. Sorry.
Yeah. Inside of the tassel, and then the weird way that the doors are formatted, they're weird kind of like bunches of metal. They seem to be forming these strange kind of weird glyphs, and the glyph is now represented on the key. These two don't match, this door and the key that you have, but you being smart and now seeing like what Rax has kind of unveiled here, it looks like the other door that you passed through bears a striking resemblance to the tassel that you have.
The one back here?
Yeah, the one a little further back, but yeah, this one here.
And it was... Sorry, was that one already open when we came through
No, that's
this
the
way?
one you used the key on, this one here.
Oh, okay.
This door
Sorry, we're
didn't
still
have-
using the key we have. Okay.
Yeah. Right, and then someone tried to force it, and then Rex was like, well, take a look at it, and then he found the weird little metal piece inside of the tassel.
Well, I guess we need to start looking at these tassels.
Yeah, but that means we're gonna have to fight the weird creatures that we fought in the other room.
I mean, maybe.
Well, I mean, considering the key was there when we came through and I found the dagger, I'm gonna assume the locks can be picked.
Are you good at that?
God, no. The little sneaky one was. That's why his dagger's here.
I mean, you could just keep punching through them, right?
I mean, I'm down to punch through them. I'm not gonna not punch them if you want me to. I will.
I mean, our group plus you, I think of the options, we can either start grabbing keys or smashing things.
Okay.
I mean, I could grab the key, and then usually, at least in the lab, when they do come out, if you fix whatever they're trying to fix, they go back.
So
So I could try to...
when you kind of move your hand close to the key, just like as like a gesture to, I could grab the key. You'll
Uh-huh.
notice that the illumination on the crystal that is set above where the key's hanging brightens.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can replace the key there with the key you got.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Do the like squisher sarcophagi shift at all as the? Okay.
Nope.
I am going to cast Mage Hand to pick up the key and be ready to put my other key with my free hand on it.
Yeah, if you're swapping, you do that very quickly. There is no motion from the squishers.
Okay. You know, you're smarter than you give yourself credit for. You should tell your group next time. That was...
I wasn't here last time when they came through. I couldn't tell them.
Well, I mean, they must have missed out. I'll look at the glyph on this one.
This one doesn't look like any of the doors that you have seen thus far. So what we'll say is that the first key is key 1. This is key 4.
Okay. And there's a key up here too.
There is.
We're gonna do that same
Mage hand swap.
swapper. Yep.
You now have, because again, I guess I need to actually start tracking this because this is actually brilliant, but at the same time not something I initially planned for. So we like that. This one now has 1, and this one will now have 4. Okay, great. So you switch, and this one seems to bear a striking resemblance to this door. So this would be door 3.
Let's use it.
Okay. You shove the key in, looking at Rex, the door unlocks and opens. Inside you see 2 more squisher cages, and you would see another light. This one is different, however. Instead of hanging from it a key, you see that hanging from it is a short sword.
I don't have one of those.
The short sword has the blade has a very kind of geometric shape to it. It looks like it was kind of very specifically kind of finely grooved and cut. And along the sides close to the hilt, it has serration. It looks very bland, but at the same time, the cut of its lines makes it look ornate and very, like, cool.
Do I recognize this sword?
No.
Does it have like a chain and tassel that?
It has a chain. It does not have a tassel.
I mean, that doesn't do me any good. You don't recognize it?
No, I've never seen it.
Hey, Tremaine, there's a sword in here.
Another one? I already have this moonlight sword. I don't know what that's about. What's it? What kind of
You want
sword
more?
is this one? Yeah, I'll take another one. What is it about?
It's a short sword. And
Oh.
again, no idea what it's about.
Oh.
A disappointment.
I know,
You
right?
could
Oh,
probably try to swap it with this
Um,
dagger. I'm assuming they weigh the same.
Well, Soul, make a perception check.
Ah, fuck.
Not a bad thing.
you did
Hey,
great. You did
natural
great.
20.
Now you
Great.
went and you switched the keys on
Yes.
2 of these places.
Mhm.
Your timing was good, but it didn't seem to have to be precise. What you're realizing is you can touch it. You can touch
Okay,
whatever is
yeah.
hanging from it before taking it. You don't have to take it and then check it and then swap. So you can kind of hold it, move it, maneuver it, jingle it, whatever. It's a very weird gesture to make. But yeah, you can tamper with it before removing it. Removing it seems to be the action based on historical context that would be what causes squishers to come out.
I will take a closer look at the sword with its geometric pattern to see if it vaguely resembles like an arcane forge key or anything of that kind of geometric nature that we've come across before.
Great. So what you'll notice about it is that it has groove lines along the length of its blade that seem to be similar to like groove lines on a very high crafted, well-made key, similar to the keys that you've been playing with. You will notice too that at the hilt of it, instead of just like a regular, just simple pommel, kind of wrapped around, the chain is wrapped around what appears to be a rectangle that looks like it's one of the shards of an arcane forge key.
Oh, I have to have this now.
So, looking at the room, if you were to open this door and Squisher rules being Squisher rules, it looks like you would have to fight 2.
uh-oh.
Why don't we see what's down this way first? And then, I mean, hold on. If I go over there with the key, can I close this door?
No, the doors cannot be closed once they have been opened.
This key's fucking useless. What the? I mean, the sword seems important, but
I mean, if
I
you
get-
want the rectangle thing off of it, I'll break it off for you.
I feel like it's still gonna notice that something changed.
We can put the dagger in its place.
Is that enough? I don't. Can't you just hold the sarcophagus closed? You're strong. You can.
I don't know. I could try. What if we break the sarcophagus before the things come out?
You do seem good at that.
I just needed to hear you say the words.
Yeah, you want me to do it? I'll do it right now.
Sounds like we're pussyfooting around the inevitable here, folks. Just say the words. That's what I'm.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to try to contain them, we'll grab this and I'll
Okay.
I'll step back.
Do you want to try and break and breach the artifice here? Is that what you're trying to do? Okay. So when you slam your hammer against it, or whatever method you go to try and break the device, everyone's kind of backed away where they are. They open, similar to how they opened before. However, instead of being greeted by a squisher stepping out, you see the 2 suits fall, and as they're doing so, you can see that they have like a filled with some sort of air kind of like property to them. And as they kind of spill out on the ground, they kind of poof out this kind of weird black and purple mist. I need Soul, and I need Termaine, and I need Rex to make Constitution saving throws. Remembering, if you are sick from the elevator, you have disadvantage.
I am going to use my third usage of 14.
14 is sufficient. Tremaine, as the mist hits you, it's very pungent, but it smells a lot like the squishers did when you were fighting them. Like it's just kind of like it is a very biological smell. I guess is the best way to say it. It smells like
Are you saying it smells like farts because you're dancing around it?
no, it doesn't smell like farts. Farts would not be where I would go. It smells more like sweat and like body odor, and like there's a pungent kind of biological gaminess.
Like Gen
to
Con?
it.
Gen Con?
It's like Gen
like
Con.
Gen
Con.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
smells
the
like
dealer
Gen Con.
hall.
The dealer hall just shot out at you. We love Gen Con, despite its
It's amazing.
its sense.
It does smell.
Yeah.
I was gonna suggest like a dancer's dance bag, but
That would also work, I presume. I've never smelled a dancer's
let me
dance
tell
bag.
you, it's pungent.
I'm not asking to smell that either.
No, I
I'm
don't
not
recommend it.
I'm not a weirdo. But
At least not that way.
when that scent hits you, if you pass that save, which the DC was 13, so that would be everybody but Termaine, you will take a meager 8 points of poison damage. However, if you are Termaine, you'll be taking 16 points of poison damage as the smell of...
Oh, so that will take me down to 0. As Flavor, can I turn around and vomit all over Arya?
Because I have to be kind to
All right.
Buckley. What I'm going to say here is either you're missing or for funny,
I'm
like
missing.
Ronnie's like, no, and kind of rushes forward and like
No,
Yeah.
no.
doesn't
Yeah, you
realize
projectile
what-
vomit on your sister.
Yeah.
No. I
Swap
miss
places.
altogether. I miss altogether.
Okay, fair enough.
Wow.
Ronnie, you watch your brother fall over. You look at the others as the mist clears. And you would see that Tremaine's down. If you want to apply healing, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I just don't have very many spell slots.
I'll get this one. I'll get this one. It's
Oh, mine wasn't very good.
It's something. So once you
You know what? I'm doing it anyway.
Once
Alright.
you get
I
the
rolled
doors
it.
open and the squisher things kind of drop, the doors don't reseal. Do you reach over and grab the sword off the wall? Brent.
Yeah.
Do you grab the potentially cursed sword off the wall?
Yeah.
It's not cursed. But you pull it off, and nothing happens. You're holding the short sword, and it kind of starts to glow faintly blue once it's off the wall and in your hand. Soul, this blue coloration and now the kind of like full profile of the blade in hand reminds you of the broken blade that you have, or maybe left back at the keep, but the broken blade that you have.
from the forge with the first couple sessions, yeah.
Now the blade that you have is longer than this blade.
Mhm.
It looks like it's for a long sword, as we discussed. This one has a shorter blade, but yeah, glowing slightly blue.
Pretty sure that's magical, but it also looks like a key, so just don't break it yet.
I'll hand it over to you.
Oh god, this is heavy.
So the exchange, when you hand the blue, kind of glowing, it's like a bright, vibrant blue. When you hand it over to Soul, the blue changes. It becomes more of a faint moonlight blue.
It's like the dress.
Did you hand it to anybody else? Yeah, it's like no, it's still blue. It's okay, you motherfucker. It's not white and gold.
Hey, Jermaine, can you hold this for a second?
Sure.
Okay, when you take a hold of it, it is a bright, vibrant blue. However, it is not the same bright, vibrant blue that Rex's holding of the sword did. Instead, what you're looking at is a difference between like neon blue from the Giantkin and kind of like a popping kind of like, paint blue from the elves.
Okay.
One is a glow, and one is more of just like a brightness. And then more of a pastel color in Soul's hand.
Yeah, that's right, Shimmy.
He is telling me about it. He told me,
He's
you've got
gotta
10
let you
minutes.
know.
10 minutes, Daddy. And then it is... Yeah, so I have to sleep on the couch. Not because of transgressions. I broke the bed. I had
That
to
is a transgression.
Well,
That is
fair
its
enough.
own transgression. Yep.
I had to order a new bed frame. So I have to sleep on the couch because my side of the bed is it is broken. So Shimby's just trying to let me know that it's almost sleepy bedtime. You continue on. Just making sure we got time here. So you kind of look straight past, and it's like weird kind of like
the wall.
moving kind of.
I
Oh
broke
no!
the wall.
Oh no!
I
No!
broke
No!
the wall. I'm sorry. I was trying to move
Stop
us both at the
it!
same time.
A squisher's gonna come out and force you back into this plane.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to move us around a corner.
How is that possible? How'd you do that?
I don't know!
Dynamic lighting barriers like lines or closed doors and windows will restrict token movement for players. Whoa. Okay, well, let's look into it. Bye, Arya. Oh, I see why, because it's partial. Fucking bullshit. Okay. I sometimes
Yay!
loathe
Thank
roll
you,
20.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Oh, stinky.
Shimbim, yeah.
Thanks, Zane. Okay, so there's another one here. This one has nothing on it. There's a door to the south of you, and it looks as though there is a hole in the space there. And it is a door like the one from before. You can see through it, and if you approach it, it will open, revealing a hallway that ends in a T. If you look pretty closely, stop it, Shiro. You're being bad. Over this way, there appear to be more of those weird freestanding kind of arched doors. And you can kind of see that it looks like there might be some more squisher boxes over there as well.
I would like to swap for this key.
Oh, there's nothing on it. Sorry.
Sorry.
Blank.
I thought you meant there was a key, but it did not have anything on the thing.
Nope.
Okay. What happens if I put a key on there?
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
This key's useless.
So you place the key on this space, and nothing happens.
Okay. I take the key.
Okay.
And nothing happens, hopefully. All right.
Yeah, no, nothing.
It's a very tight hallway. Do you actually fit in here?
Yeah, well, it looks tighter than it is because there's like an interesting kind of like flooring. Think of the little side panels that's kind of going up about maybe 4 to 8 inches, and they're just like small little tracks on the side. Like something maybe 2 or 3 feet wide could kind of like glide in between these more narrow spaces relatively easy. Not foreshadowing, sorry. That door is not locked. You were able to open it. Yeah, it's a hole, and as you approach it, it kind of opens to you. Inside, again, you see more squisher boxes. On this one, you see that there is a key present here. Also, as you enter into this space, there is a very loud humming sound. It's if you've ever like worked around like semi trucks or like tractor trailers or anything, that kind of annoying graining kind of like just it's constantly going. As they leave it on inside of like a warehouse or whatever. I don't know. That sound is very present and omnipresent inside of this room after the door is opened. It seems to be coming from this way. Is a key though.
I would like to swap keys.
Keys, or are you placing the sword and replacing the key with a sword? Very important to know.
It is a key that is currently on there, so I would try to swap it with our key
Just
that we have
making
used.
You place the key on there and swap it. We're going to go ahead and call this one number 8.
That is a terrifying number of keys.
So you have placed one. You placed 3 on there, and now have number 8. Okay. Bubble Cat.
Do we want to go towards the spooky noise?
It would make for a great ending point.
Then we go towards the spooky noise.
Okay. In this room, you would see that the floor appears to have a very strange looking piece of artifice kind of set up at it. It looks almost like a table, but not quite. It has very similar architectural stylings to the arches.
Do we hear that too?
Yeah, there's a cat in here. To the arches inside of the hallway. On the height of this position, you can see that there are glass panels and a very large glass star in the center of the space. The glass panels all glow blue, similar to the waters outside. On closer inspection, you can see that inside of the glass panels and the glass structure of this thing, there is water moving around inside and oscillating, and the sound seems to be that being kind of the mechanism that's causing that to happen. As you look to the side, you see that there's another key hanging from a spot. There are 6 squisher tubes here and 2 doors. And does anyone approach the table?
Sure.
Okay. Make a wisdom saving throw if you approach the table. If you had pulled the river card, or sorry, the island card, you have advantage on the saving throw.
Oh.
I am very perturbed by the number of advantage rolls I've had today that are the same number.
Yes, that's very.
At least this one was a good one.
Yeah, this is good. It's efficient as well. So Termaine, roll again because you have island as well, right?
I do.
It's efficient. Each one of you kind of walk up to the space. Rex, as you look at it, there's this just very weird sensation that kind of hits you all of a sudden. It's almost as if like a fog or like a fogginess kind of enters into your brain. You're not quite sure what it is or what that means. After a couple of seconds, though, you would see that the center piece of the space, there's like a ghostly kind of glow in the center that seems to be showing all of these very strange lines and triangles and the like just floating in the air, like a misty glowing blue, just floating above the center space. It almost looks like, for more of like a modern like eye on what it might look like, it kind of looks like a hologram of some weird sort of like weird lines and jagged shapes. All right, and we'll interact with that at the beginning of next session. We should have Sipakli back and the whole crew. So as we continue exploring the Baja Blast dungeon, we will see you next week. Thanks for watching, Lizard. See you then.